We should be live in 3, 2, 1, and I believe we're live. What is going on, Internet? Welcome to Only Quise Si Se Puede. I just saw your comment. Welcome to OnlyCops. This is our now infamous Thursday Bodycam stream. You will notice that we are Billless today. Bill is off having a life, but we are here to provide you your Thursday night entertainment. I am here with now the new top. Producer Juan, he will be the top for a day. He's the one that makes stuff.
I work hard for this.
He does work very hard for this. Thank you guys, whoever tolerated the ad. I'm going to go ahead and give a big shout out to everybody that was already here. Keith was here. Keith is the one that will give you the band hammer, so you watch yourself. Daniel got the first comment, which cracks me up. Sergeant George, or as he's known here as Saint George, I do have, what, we switched from my Bible to what? I forgot what he keeps saying I needed to have. He kept saying something, but we're on to something else.
Probably holy water.
To Montreal, it's good to see you. I did get the video you sent me on IG, so we will be watching that. That was actually heavily suggested. Andromeda's here. Josh getting his Bible. Yeah, I had to go dig it out of the drawer. It was there. I had to go find it. My digital one will not suffice for Thursday streams. Effin Mint is here, likely to go get in trouble. And Nathaniel's here, officer. Nathaniel, what's going on, my dude? Partner Gaming, another one of the Chris. What is it? Immigrants. He's a Chris immigrant. That's what I'm going to start calling them. Jacob's here, apparently saying naughty things because it got auto scrubbed.
It didn't. He said, ban me, please. So I timed it out. I have no idea how long that lasts. Jacob, 5 minutes. It could be 3 weeks. Who knows?
Notorious Emu jumped in and said hi. We will see you later on the next one. We'll see you after. You get to see this afterwards. Pam, it's so good to see you. I am glad we could provide you some entertainment. Post the hospital. I hope you're doing well. Our Australian friend is here. I still do not know how to say "kill Carnup" correctly, but
it's "kill Carnup."
I was close. There you go. Well, it's good to see you, my friend.
There you go. I could be wrong too. I don't know. I'm just confident about it.
It's good to see you. We have also Manifold showed up. So anyways, we are going to be, we're going to go through some, I have a couple, Juan's going to be feeding me some because I can only get through so many because I tried to get here relatively on time. To the person that has to scrub this for the internet, I was a former police officer. I guess I am a former police officer. I am doing this purely for educational purposes. We are not trying to glorify violence or any of those types of things. It's just the unfortunate nature of police interactions are and tend to lead to violence. And that is the one place where I think we are going to try to make some improvement, both for society and for the people that are brave enough to still do law enforcement. However, that does require that we do see some graphic content. For the rest of you that you guys are here, we'll start the chants and the pit those cars, all that kind of stuff. Memphis.
We do not glorify, but we do want to see pits.
Yeah, we do want to see pits. Well, because that creates a safe conclusion to a pursuit. That's why we that's why we promote that kind of stuff.
Pitting in Minecraft.
So, anyways, we're gonna go see. I guess Notorious Emu's here. He should see. We're watching her video first.
Emu, you made it. This is Notorious Emu's video.
Yeah, this is her video, so we'll get to see it.
Yeah, she's the one in the video, actually.
It's her. This is her.
That's gonna be defamation.
The lawsuit will happen. But anyway, so we're going to get started with this. If you guys have any questions, put it in the chat. I will be watching. Please like the stream, as we now say here. I don't know whose fault that was. It wasn't mine, though. For once, it wasn't mine. All I know is I don't have to claim that my Dexia is safe. Bidding in GTA. Andromeda, that's the Monday stream. The key. Our moderator giving me confidence that I gave him power to sue.
Thank God Keith is here.
Exactly. So, anyways, for everyone else, we'll get started with the Bodycam stream. Like I said, this is for educational purposes. This is starting off good.
Hey. Knock it off.
On July 15th, 2022, officers responded to a 911 call.
Free advice if you're on patrol and if you have this type of jewelry here, and it's not a watch, rock a G-Shock. Free advice, rock a cheap watch. Be very careful. This stuff tends to get caught, especially when you're handcuffing people. Also tends to get broken and lost if you get into fights or have to chincha and have to get into any type of altercation.
All about a domestic disturbance from a neighbor. They advised that a female was yelling and physically attacking a male.
How's it going, man?
The domestic.
Good.
Bet.
Hey, were you just walking with the girl? Huh? Were you walking with the girl down Page Street?
He said, nah, bro.
We got a call. It said guy possibly getting smacked around by a girl in a pink shirt. So we're just checking there. You're good?
Someone down there. But
You saw somebody down there?
pink shirt.
What's all the scratches on your neck, man?
Right here?
Yeah.
Those are what we call a clue. He ain't trying to mess. I also like the random ninja back here.
Yeah, dude.
I don't understand this.
What is going on?
But
This is an interesting neighborhood.
good cop work. While someone's talking to you, you kind of half listen and you look for clues because people lie to you all the time. Mr. Toastar, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is reminding me of that
do you have an
episode
ID?
of The Rookie that I need to edit.
Yeah, that I did that. But yeah, oftentimes people lie to you. I guarantee you he lied because this is not the first time he's been investigated for in a domestic. However, in this instance, he's likely our victim. Men can be victims too, okay? This is it's the real world. Patch Bunny, what's going on? What's a girl?
That's right. We worked hard for that.
We'll keep going.
We earned our victimhood.
Exactly.
Do you on you, bro? You don't? What's your name, man?
I don't need to tell you.
Yeah. Look, bro. I mean, it doesn't need to be complicated, man. Okay.
I didn't break no laws.
I know, but I have a lawful reason to stop you.
No,
Okay.
for what?
Because we got dispatched. You matched the description of the guy that was getting beat up by a girl. Okay.
He does have
You have
reasonable
injuries on your neck.
suspicion.
All right.
Well, you don't got to phrase it like that,
Doesn't
though.
Okay.
You don't have an ID on you, man?
I don't know.
You don't? What's your name?
I don't feel like I don't need to tell you that.
Okay, you feel like that, but
If he's articulated his detention, you probably should ID yourself. Failed to ID, it's going to be worded in different states oftentimes, but you're going to qualify. That's like automatic jail time. Normally, I wouldn't flex it in this instance because he might be my victim. However, because we don't know the whole story, he might also be our suspect. So, though you should never say anything to police, ever, it's only robbers for 2 seconds. Easy way to avoid a charge is to ID yourself. They're going to figure it out in jail anyways. Just it gives you another reason to not go to jail. Unless you have warrants, I
haven't
guess.
broken no laws.
I understand. Listen to
I
me.
haven't committed a crime. I don't need to provide you with that identification.
Okay, but listen to me. I'm telling you. Okay, just listen. I have a lawful reason to stop out and talk to you. Okay, so you have a lawful reason to identify yourself to me. If you don't want to identify yourself to me, I'll take you to jail for concealing your identity. It's that simple. It's literally that
I guess
simple.
they call it concealing your identity there. The failed
I
ID
have to
is
tell you my name. You leave me alone. Can I walk away?
We'll go from there.
detain you.
Okay, but if you don't,
He'll
if you
further
if
detain
you
you.
don't tell me your name, you're
I'm
gonna go
not gonna
straight to
get
jail.
taken, man.
I understand that. Okay, you gotta understand that.
No,
I have a job to do.
yeah,
I have a job to do. Okay, you have scratches on your neck. Okay,
Match
which
the
are signs of
description
some
of
kind of
potential
battery.
domestic
All
assault.
right, which are probably from your girlfriend, right?
If I don't want to press charges, we're fine, right?
It's probably from your girl.
No, and I'm pretty sure all 50 states in a domestic, the state
Shall arrest.
shall arrest. It is you have to enforce it 100% of the time. There's no discretion in law enforcement. So
Except apparently in Utah, when it's an influencer girl. But
That's different.
other than
That's
that,
different. We'll talk
that's
about
different.
We'll talk about Gabby
Ends well.
Petito later.
And super well. Do recommend.
Ian Roberts, it's good to see you, my dude. Those glasses are you know what this reminds me of? You remember the early to mid 90s? All the boy bands, they used to wear glasses like this.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they used to look. He was the like one bad boy one.
That's what I mean.
Wear the glasses like that, have the exact same facial hair, wear the jersey thing.
Probably also got
Yeah.
to their fair share of domestics.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
Jacob.
gotta find his blonde buddy to keep
Like
him.
how Jacob-
Oh, hey,
Jacob
Jacob,
said,
you're back. Good
Thou
job.
shall. He said, "Oh hi, I'm back."
He made
I
it
wonder
out
how
of
many.
time
I
out.
wonder
Good.
how many comments he dropped before it got there. Also, Blank Forge, it's good to see you as well.
Girlfriend, right?
No matter.
Okay.
Call the fashion
If it's from your girlfriend, that means it's a domestic violence. Okay.
Good
So, which means
articulation.
I have to
Shout out to
investigate
this
it, and I'm authorized to take some kind of action on it. Okay. If you don't want to do anything about it, we can let the courts and all that know. Okay.
I don't want to do anything about it.
I understand that.
Well, let
I'm obligated by state law.
I feel like
I'm obligated by state law to do something about this. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. All right, I've laid it all out on the line for you, man.
Okay, very fair. It's actually a really good job of talking.
I get that. Okay, but I don't know that for a fact yet. All right. So, are you going to give me your name or not? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Last time, okay? I have a lawful reason to stop you and identify you. Okay? If you don't want to identify yourself, we can just take you straight to jail for concealing your identity.
Why, if I committed no
It's that.
crimes? You guys are dicks, honestly. Nigga, like.
No, we're actually investigating.
I know. I see what you guys are doing. Like, I know you guys doing your job, obviously.
Okay.
But
So why are you keeping me from doing my job?
I'm not keeping you from doing your job. You could go talk to the person down there, like I said.
You didn't. You haven't. You haven't.
I didn't commit no crime.
You haven't said anything.
So why are you trying to me?
Because I have the lawful reason to identify you. That's why. Because you were involved in the incident that you are now talking about.
I didn't say nothing.
You did. You just said to go down there and talk to the person that did do it.
I didn't do
Okay.
nothing. Okay, so why are you talking to me?
Because I don't know who I'm going to talk to.
Find out what the
I can't, because you're not giving me any information, man.
You'd be the victim.
I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to press charges. I don't want to do anything.
I don't want anything to do with this. It's too bad. Sorry, dude. Do not get into domestics
I don't
in
understand
public.
why it's so hard to give you.
Find a way to hit
give me
each
your
other
name.
in private where nobody
If you don't want to do anything about this, I can go down there and try to figure.
Or just break up, you know.
Listen to me.
There's
That's
always
also
that.
I ain't pressing no charges. So what are you guys gonna do? Just take my name and me more?
Or not take.
There needs to be like a third option on that
Concealing
poll
your
that says
identity.
victim of a fashion
That is-
crime.
that
We don't
is-
know
I
who
have it.
chose
It's
this.
there.
So
50%
you are
right now.
committing a crime.
No,
at
you
the
said
moment that I can
suspect,
take
but
you
what
to
if
jail.
he's a victim of a fashion
You
crime?
guys are able to stop someone.
What if these clothes were not picked out, or they were picked out for him?
Ready whenever you want.
No, what I'm telling you
Well, then what are you
is
doing?
I was dispatched to this area
Okay,
for domestic
this is going to go around in
disturbance
circles.
between
I'm going
a
to
chick
shake my head
with
real quick.
a pink shirt and blonde hair and stop and identify. I can at that point. Moment.
Just for the audience, yes, you have to identify yourself. Yes, he has reasonable suspicion for the detention. Because of that, you do have to identify yourself, and he does not have any discretion on letting this go. Likely looking at a write-up, if not time off, if you let this go, like a supervisor watches this body cam and sees that you didn't, or like just you clear it. Yeah, I saw the guy, made contact, but didn't ask any questions. He also has visible bodily injury, which makes this pretty much a 100% arrestable time. If it's like it hurt or caused pain, in Texas, just simply causing pain was enough, even if there was nothing visible. But because there's apparent and visible bodily injury, he pretty much has no choice here.
You are committing a crime by not, but you not wanting to get in trouble is getting in trouble.
You guys are talking to me, but once we get there,
Okay, I get that.
no, I'm not from here.
You're not.
Person's committed a crime.
Okay.
Right or wrong.
All right, let's go do that then.
I'm not getting in the back of your car.
You have to get in the back of the car.
Then I'll walk right in front.
No,
I
that's not-
I
that's-
hate
that's-
getting in the back of the car.
I'm a handcuffs kind of guy at this point. If he's going to be this uncooperative, mostly from a safety standpoint, you're going to do a frisk, not a search, but a frisk, which is a cursory search. Do not go into pockets and stuff like that. Just make sure he's unarmed. It's maybe one of the
Pat down.
Yeah, a pat down's one way you could do it. Just frisk is typically the legal terms that you're going to use in this, because there's a very specific case law attached to this. This might also be a rookie. I see a corporal here. If this is field training, this is a corporal. This rookie's absolutely crushing it right now. However, it might also be like a SOP where like a cuff and a release is considered a use of force. So that might be why he's apprehensive about doing a cuff at this point. It was a cuff and release for us was a use of force. So you had to fill out paperwork and all that stuff to do it. But for safety's sake, let's say I was the ruler of your police department and would make policy. I'm okay with cuff and releases.
That's not how that works, man. You have to get in the back of the car. You have to get in the
First
back of
cam.
the car.
Hold on, let me
At
get.
least we skipped that. She's got, just on this crappy Motorola body cam, you can already see the injury to her knee. You also have visible bodily injury on her. Now, scratches on the neck versus scrape on the knee. You still don't know because nobody said anything about what happened. She technically has the worst bodily injury. I'd just be curious to see if she gives a story here.
Yeah.
We have clues.
I'll call you back. I love you.
So what's going on?
I just had an argument It's nothing serious. I'm sorry. It was more on my part. So I can give him my ID and everything.
Okay, where's your ID?
Right here.
It was more on my part.
There you go. It just
A
expired.
confession.
That's me. That was my old address. I lived with my parents then. I just graduated high school about 3 years ago, so that's where I'm at now. I came to
New Mexico.
That's not just graduated high school though. That's 3 years.
You're like. That's weird.
Like, I'm still a teenager,
weird
but
way
I'm
to-
21.
Mutual assault. Keith's taking both of them over here. Keith's like, you know what? You're both suspects and victims. I have done. It's a way to solve the crime, the situation. I've done it only twice. Did I ever just decide to arrest both parties?
It's a mutual combat.
Unfortunately, in domestic situations, you can't go the mutual combat route. However, I would be cool if you could.
I just came to visit my mom.
Detectives call this a clue.
Subway.
Ian Roberts got it figured out. That is true. Minimizing where you're saying nothing really big, nothing really happened. That's because something big really did happen. You're just trying to talk it down.
So I was just
I cannot read the comments right now.
Tomorrow, and I do have court cases.
It's not safe.
So what's your relationship with this guy?
That's my boyfriend for about a year now.
Domestic.
And so what's going on between you two?
So they're high school
Verbal
sweethearts.
argument, but like I said, we're both at my mom's shop right now. It was nothing extravagant.
Nothing extravagant.
Okay.
Extravagant. Oh.
It's more than a verbal argument.
It's an
'cause we
extravagant
had
word.
people calling in saying that a female was hanging on the shirt of a male
Like that.
and there is screaming. So
I mean, you can check me and you can go to the
no,
shop and
he's
like,
bleeding, you're bleeding.
I mean, you can talk to all of us, but no, he didn't do anything like that to me. If anything, it was myself.
A confession.
Cool.
Don't talk to the cops.
And my nails. Look at my nails.
Okay,
Right
what
there.
happened?
I scratched
She did the
myself.
deed.
I did
Pam.
myself. I put nothing on it.
Demetriel said, yeah, I'm psycho.
So
What
I
happened
know
to your
in
knee?
my law enforcement and my dictionary and stuff.
Dylan B, they're absolutely bleeding.
100%.
Both of them are bleeding.
100%. FAFO, what's going on, my dude?
I'm like, they are definitely bleeding.
Yeah, they're bleeding.
No, I'm
for
saying
sure.
my rights.
Dylan, I would write you up so fast if you let these people go. Someone's got to go to jail here. Where I was a cop, someone went to jail here.
I'm sitting here and telling you right now.
Also, like a big violation of like not enforcing the way the law's written on the books.
Like, I'm fine. He's fine. You have an address. You have my ID. I can give you my social security right now. I have no problem with
doesn't
Do
that.
it.
Okay.
It's just, I don't want no problem.
Could help out somebody in our chat.
My
Buy a new
parents,
car.
we had an argument, that's it.
Okay. Well,
Let's
see how
I
y'all
have
are
a
doing.
problem
I know
when
that 'cause that's your
people
job.
have.
Hey, on the
It's also-
poll, you guys are at 32% the dude was
You
the
ever have
suspect.
another copy?
Are you
Wow,
confident
y'all
still?
are wrong.
Someone
I do like the
batters
suspect of a
another
fashion
person
crime.
in a
Did
domestic
anyone
violence.
see that, or did they just hear us arguing? Because I yell.
It's going to be irrelevant if they saw the injuries occur. You didn't give an alternative explanation for said injuries, so they're going to come out of the argument. It's all you need. You need visible. Like, this is completely irrelevant to the investigation at this point.
Yelled like a mother.
I mean, it's just more evidence, really.
100%.
Leave him the out of it, though. You're a bald ass fat white ass girl. Hey,
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, respectfully, do not
He said respectfully. Great job on the backup officer to make space, and he's fully concentrated on my boy, who probably was
Oh, boy.
not frisked. Maybe they did, and they just didn't show it. But if he's not
On the Backstreet Boy over there.
I'm Backstreet Boy here. She getting donkey kicked sucks, hurts a lot, especially if they catch you in the knee. Be very conscientious of that. This is good job on also what do they call it? Decentralizing now. I think that's what they call it now. But aiding her to the grass. I think that was the fair, nice thing to do.
They told her, you need to touch grass, and then make her do it.
like that. Tries to kick me.
She just tried to kick him again, dog. That was like a scorpion kick. That was, I'm not going to say the reason. Manifold, if that was uttered, plus 10,000 in police presence. Respectfully, this is my job. Don't know why she's fighting so much.
I know. She was very cooperative until this point, and then cuffs come out and she's like,
She just broke my glasses.
Oh, chill the out, for real.
oh, yo, she's like,
I guess he's going for what?
she's flexible. Well, I mean, hinge cuffs.
I'll never understand. It is free advice. So like I've never been arrested, but I participated in arresting a lot of people. But if I decide that I'm gonna go and fight somebody and then I lose said fight, or I'm gonna go punch or kick a cop and then the cop decides to go and find a more efficient way of making sure I can't do that anymore, don't do it and within 5 seconds go to like the I can't breathe. This body cam footage is gonna go to wherever prison you're sitting in and everyone's gonna make fun of you. Or some asshole on the internet that's watching this is gonna make fun of you. Oh, did Bill make a comment? But said, I miss you. Nice job today. Oh, be nice to Josh. He said to be nice to me. That likely won't happen, but I'm okay.
Well, you can kick me, can't you?
You definitely can't breathe. You can tell the lungs are not working.
Move your foot in there. Hurry up.
He said,
You got some sass. Well, she kicked him
real
in the
nice. It's
face.
good to see you.
Stop. Stop.
Oh,
I hope
Sarge
she's
is
gonna buy
involved.
me some new glasses.
Hang on, let me go get my shot.
The victim's not responsible for purchasing you new glasses. Oh, we're going with the leg cuffs here.
Leg restraint. Look at that.
I only saw these in the jail. I'm surprised they have these on patrol.
He pulled him out of his little side pocket in his car.
To be honest, I don't like these type of leg restraints anyways because they don't really prevent them from kicking. The ones we used were just basically like you would tie them right above the knees and it would keep their knees together basically.
Was it like a ratchet strap type thing or like a zip tie?
It wasn't a ratchet strap. It was just kind of like a one way. You could just, it was like a clamp, but it was similar to like a belt.
Okay.
It was very similar to a belt.
Okay, because I feel like we've seen something like that in one of these videos before.
Real common. It is probably like
And it looked like a
ass
ratchet
pushing.
strap to me, so yeah. Yeah.
I don't really like these because they don't really prevent a lot, but it's
Yeah,
better
these
than
look like
nothing.
the kind that
They use in
these
the
look
jail.
like the kind when you're getting walked into court or
Yeah.
something, you know?
Now.
Yeah.
Let go. Let go.
She did not
I
yell
wonder if
kill
he
me.
bought him himself, like just for his own use, because this happens a lot.
No. Stop.
What state is this?
My Uncle Ryan Rodriguez!
We'll just keep playing.
Come, mother. See what the happened?
Stop.
Dude, you ain't compared to him.
Jake's Lindsay.
Yeah, call him. Call him.
Female also tried to bribe the
Hey,
officer.
settle down.
Hey, hey.
Oh.
Call my Uncle Ryan. Be a. Call.
She seems like she's having fun.
There's two.
What is this?
Hey, settle down.
You won.
You dirty. That's why your wife knows that you ain't out here doing justice. You're just out here doing justice.
She seems nice.
Brian P said, put the spit mask on. That's what's coming next. Yeah, 100%
Oh,
agree.
good job.
Hey, look at that. Right on top, bro. Brian P, you
that's
knew.
top tier. That's top tier.
Yeah.
Very smart though. Very
Yeah.
smart.
I'm going to give a really good grade to these cops.
Turn this way.
They're handling this.
It was a good
as well.
investigation. I mean, they really haven't escalated. I don't think anything they've done is like
Tell my
unreasonable.
mom I'm gonna.
They've been super calm about everything, too. They've been
No
very chill.
yelling, no nothing.
Either side.
Well, he's going to play really well for the jury.
Have a seat. Get your. You're gonna get dragged in. You coming?
Also, the opposite side approach to getting them in the vehicle, top tier.
No!
So sit up.
No! You bald. What?
These are the good spit masks too. So they're just like it's like a fishnet, but like right as it gets to the nose, it's got like a little elastic thing. And like the cloth makes it practically impossible. Not impossible, but practically impossible. The smart people bite them to pull them under their mouth. Those are the smart. I've seen that. Seen some crafty dudes. Or when they get old, the elastic like doesn't work as well, and they gets moved away from their mouth. But
Okay.
Your wife cheats on you 3 times a day.
bro, these personal attacks. What's up? She's doing top tier suspecting.
Hey, he's opening the door. Jake, he's opening the door.
How does the door open from the inside?
I was gonna say, dude. I wonder if it didn't fully close.
He's gonna say respectfully.
Oh no, he's got a.
Okay, I'll roll down the window a little bit.
Oh, he's got from the front. Lame.
Call medical. Have medical meet me at the jail.
The male was identified, cleared, and released from the scene.
Top tier policing. Didn't take up on some bullshit charge.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez. Okay, we're gonna get you out of the wheelchair. Go ahead and stand up.
Bro, every time we brought somebody like this into the hospital, the ER's used to it, but everyone else isn't. And so the poor patients that were like stuck in the ER because they had like chest pains or whatever it was, but they're like there for the I don't know, splinter in their hand. We'd roll somebody in a wheelchair like with the spit mask and everything on. I always felt bad for because they don't know. All they see is there's cops and like Hannibal
Like,
Hannibal
it's
Lecter.
Hannibal, yeah.
Getting dragged down. The nurses knew. You could tell who the new nurses were. Like it was their first day on. And they were like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And then the charge nurse would be like, "That's your room."
Crippled, bro. I know. I'm 21 years old. I'm crippled.
I know. I'm getting you out of the wheelchair. Stand up.
What am I in a wheelchair for?
Because it was the only chair they had. Okay.
I'm gonna spit on you. I promise.
Promise.
No,
Yes.
no, dog. Once it goes on, it doesn't come off. This is a terrible idea.
The ankle one.
Nope. He's like, don't let her kick me, dog.
Bell days way too long. I'm ready to go back to nights. I don't.
Oh, don't flirt with her right now. Come on.
It's decent de-escalation though. If she wants to
Can't stay in a
talk and it
relationship
keeps her
long
calm,
enough.
that's better. If not, you're fighting them the whole time they're there. It
I don't
sucks.
have one. I don't smoke.
I don't want to make my mom feel weird.
Okay.
I'm saying.
Real common. It's real common for detainees to do rapport building with you, which is really weird because it's just like their natural impulse. You'll see this, and it's I did see it a lot more in females than I did in males, but oftentimes like if normally like that's how you revert back to that under stress. You're gonna like if you're like typically the funny guy, you'll crack jokes. Or if you're the one always roasting people, you'll start yelling at people roasting them. It is definitely a thing. Top tier headbanging. I respect it, Jacob. Okay.
So, come back.
Jacob said mug shotties.
I'm gonna walk over there and see what they're doing.
I do like that she has de-escalated herself, though. I do respect it. Top tier suspecting here.
Don't do
They
that.
got clean.
I'm Southwestern.
Okay.
My mama knows everything.
Oh ma'am, I apologize, but I can't make any other stops.
So what the I just sit here and say what?
Nothing.
Go to jail.
Yeah.
Remember,
so
shut up.
Say
what do I
nothing.
say? Hey, I'm in jail because I didn't have a ID.
You were in jail.
No.
Likely been explained to you that you're in jail because you hit your boyfriend. That's why.
What the?
And then kicked a
do you
cop in
want
the
me to
face.
say,
That too.
bro?
Assaulting on a peace officer is probably the other thing. One was
What
a
do you want me to
misdemeanor,
say?
one was a felony.
How much you want me to pay you? How much?
Also, bribery is like a super felony. Don't do that.
What's worth it for you? What? What do you want?
This is a good time. Free advice for the kiddos that are watching that want to be cops. If someone offers you a bribe, what you need to say is, are you saying that if you're trying to pay me money to change what I'm doing as a law enforcement officer? And if they say yes, now you had all the verbal that you needed so that the charge sticks.
Nice.
Because if they ask, the defense attorney might say, well, it was a hypothetical. You clarify, are you trying to pay me so that I could do something different in my job? You understand I'm a cop, right? And you understand, but like really walk it down so they spell it all out on camera like this. Top tier. There's some detective somewhere and some defense prosecutor somewhere that's gonna love you for that.
Don't talk like that. You'll just get yourself in trouble.
Ah,
Weak.
Obviously,
Christian Halsey, thank you for the super chat.
I'm in because I did nothing, and I'm in the proof.
She seems nice. We're gonna skip ahead.
hey, there it is.
All you can do is talk to me, but you don't.
Thank you for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream.
My God.
$20 and we good.
I'm getting arrested. Obviously, you're a new out here in the.
Might add criminal mischief, destruction of government property.
Hey.
Like the
You
sunglasses.
let me out or what?
No, that won't.
I didn't do to you. I didn't do to you. So you can get the out like a normal person. So I know drug dealer. I know junkie. Y'all. I'm dating a drug dealer, but I ain't no drug dealer.
And a narc.
Lady? No, I act like a lady. You feel me?
Not if you're kicking the door.
I ain't gonna act like a lady. Here.
Was charged with criminal damage to property, assault upon a peace officer, battery upon a peace officer, resisting arrest, and domestic battery.
Yep.
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on.
That's hilarious. Don't do that. I was top tier. I was really good. Actually, a very good investigation. Ended up detaining the victim, and you never know. Men can be victims in domestic crimes. I'd say it was like 20% of the time I ended up taking the chick to jail. There was also the percentage of the time where we had same-sex couples that were part of domestics. Happen all the time. And then, again, determining is not going to be based on gender at that point. So, Brian P., bipolar's oftentimes misappropriated to people. Bipolar people don't change like that. It's typically big swings. There'll be like a couple, of, like a week of being super manic.
Yeah, they last a lot longer than that.
You're looking at maybe, what is it, a borderline personality disorder?
Yeah, this could be borderline. This could be,
Shout out to having an education. You know, I can't read for anything and I'm dyslexic, but I do know what I'm talking about. But yeah, oftentimes, and I think it's kind of what dangerous as a police officer, unless you have some sort of background in it, don't try to ascribe what
yeah, I like Pam's diagnosis. Psycho chick. 100% accurate.
Pam, thank you for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream.
That's in the DSM-6, I believe. It's coming out soon.
Psycho chick is as broad as you want to get.
It's right below cray cray.
What you want to do,
tier above.
And it's important because when you're writing something in your report for this, the question is going to be, well, her behavior was abnormal. Stay that broad unless you have some level of expertise that you're willing to get cross-examined on. You'll see a lot of cops that'll even say it out loud. Oh, this chick might be bipolar. What you don't want is this body cam footage being brought up in the court of law and a defense attorney asking you, what's bipolar mean? What are the symptoms? How would you prescribe that? What's your professional expertise that tells you that you know what that actually is? Did that play a part in you dictating whether or not this person was guilty of innocent or crime? Then they can start poking holes in whether or not you were knowingly and intentionally and all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, don't bring it up unless you know. Be very careful. That's for police officers. If you're just a random person on the internet, bipolar, mislabel away. You know, generalizations have never hurt anyone.
Never.
Is that pursuit? I'm assuming. What was the deal here? Oh, it's the Cedar Hill Police. I wonder what the reason for contact. They were already yelling about it.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, he was close.
I don't think he was trying to hit. I think he was trying to get involved.
Well, I heard the words ram that car, so I thought maybe he intended to ram that car.
Maybe that. You don't say, Doug. Cedar Hill PD is pretty squared away.
It's like a 300.
That's a lot of units.
Drop it! Drop it!
Oh.
I tell you what, this is such a shitty backstop.
Mm-hmm.
Free advice, I'll let this play itself out. Free advice, if you're ever in a use of force, this is for my police officers that are watching this. I had already had it in my brain every single time I had to deal with this, is that I'm actually, and you guys can kind of follow my cursor here, I would actually aim towards the car, hoping that the car would actually eat up any penetration, especially if you're using a rifle or even a handgun. 9mm and 5.56 zips through car doors. Also windshields and stuff like that. You do get some deflection for those of you that have been cool and got to take classes like that. Just be very mindful that if you're going to go and engage somebody like that, think to yourself and practice even in your mind. If you go to the range and you get an opportunity to go shoot a vehicle, aim for something to make sure that your bullets stop, because over penetration will be a problem here. And you don't want to, though, yes, this is a justified shooting, you do want to be very leery of the entire street and the gas station and all these people in traffic. Be very leery of that. I used to think about this when we were approaching cars that I would try to shoot down, hoping that it would, if it did over-penetrate, it hit the ground first. A ricochet is a lot less likely to be fatal to somebody if I do have a secondary. Yeah, this guy likely getting smoked. Surprise!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Guess he threw the gun out. Did he?
Shots fired, dispatch!
Yeah, we'll get a better
Can't tell. It's a little blocky on my screen, so.
Drop it! Drop it!
Not a great way to get in a gunfight. Good job being behind the engine block, though.
He's in shorts.
Yeah, it's hot. He actually did a good job of actually moving. His backstop ends up not being traffic, which is a good thing. And then technically in the way that he's aiming, if he is aiming towards the body, this just like I was describing, it's harder to do with a handgun at this distance, but it's actually a really good job of using cover as opposed to just concealment. It's actually really good. He didn't do the standard stand in the A-frame and the door jam. He did it. This is indicative of very good training.
Yeah, with the door open, it just kind of like.
Very, very good training.
Yeah.
Also, like the stones on this guy to just stand there and exchange rounds with the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Shots fired! Shots
Especially though he had a rifle.
Yeah. Oh, he reached for it. Yeah, you're mag dumping this guy. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's gonna be justified. Free advice. I wonder what the I got rid of it. If somebody knows, put it in the comment section. What was the pretense for the contact? I realized that they were already pursuing the guy, or they already knew they were going to pursue the guy afterwards. Be curious to see why they made contact with the guy. Sergeant George, he said, from your beloved Bodycam manufacturer. Why didn't they taste him? Effing men, thank you for your.
Really should have.
Josh, can motorcycles pursue in Texas? Yes. Yes. It's going to depend on departmental policy. Typically, ours did not. It was too big of a risk. I'm not saying that they wouldn't, because those guys typically, our motors guys were pretty senior, so they probably got away with stuff that rookies wouldn't. Sergeant George. Oh, okay. So Mr. Weathers gave us an update here. He said he shot a doctor at a medical clinic and was trying to shoot his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's going to be 1,000% justified.
Yep. Rammed that car.
Did a round skip off the dirt by his feet? Probably 100%. Oftentimes, and it's really the problem with stress, and I actually had to do this recently. I got strapped to a heart monitor, and I had to do kettlebell swings until I reached 90% of like my resting heart rate, which sucked. It's like 160 beats per minute or whatever, and then had to shoot at distance. And that was under no stress. I'm not going to die if I miss or whatever. But even then, like without a lot of training and without a lot of reps, and this is, you're asking an officer to do this in the middle of a day, right? No prep. He doesn't know he's going to get into a shooting. It's going to happen. It's really, really often that it's just kind of monkey brain takes over and your body knows there's going to be an explosion that happens in your hand. It forces that flinch without like hundreds of thousands of reps of not flinching. It's going to happen. You'll notice in the middle of shooting that you're watching your rounds hit the dirt and you can correct, but yeah, they're gonna under stress. I give a lot of these officers a lot more grace in that type of stuff. It gets addressed, like, hey, let's not skip rounds off the dirt. But I'm gonna give them a little bit more grace just because it's a lot of stress. Unless you've been shot at, I don't want to hear it. Keith can go and go say all he wants. Motorcycles pursued and chips. Yeah, probably not just because the liability they're not likely pursuing. Oh, I have this muted.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. I had clips from Chips for Officers React that we got to watch.
Ooh, shout out to those. Yeah. You guys harass Juan
Bro,
for
they do. Jesus, the freaking pursuits they get into. I was like, oh my God. After having seen so many body cams, I'm like, oh, they just do whatever.
Yeah, anyways, shout out to Cedar Hill for handling up. I feel awful about the doctor. I'd be curious to see whether or not he made it out okay, but be careful who you're in relationships with and have healthy coping mechanisms for interpersonal stress. Shooting is never the answer, or violence is never the answer. Just glad the suspect didn't decide to walk into the dock stuff. Yeah, no kidding, dude.
On July 13th, 2022, an officer was conducting traffic enforcement when they observed a speeding vehicle in Glendale, Wisconsin. The vehicle was allegedly traveling 50 miles per hour in a posted 30-mile-per-hour zone. As the officer activated their emergency lights and increased their speed to catch up, it appeared the vehicle was not going to stop.
There it is. Start the chant.
He might have been running late to stream. You don't know. So, it's fine.
I have not shot the Beretta 92XI. Looks cool, though.
Another officer ahead was advised of the pursuit and successfully deployed stop sticks on the vehicle.
Shout out to him. That almost never happens.
It's running. It's running.
Bro. What? What?
You got him?
That's hilarious. He gave a fist bump and everything. That's hilarious.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, he got him.
He got him, dude.
I think struggle bus.
That's amazing.
Tires are an important facet of how a car operates. They'll still drive, but just not as fast.
The vehicle eventually lost one of its driver's side tires and became disabled, resulting in 4 suspects.
I've had to drive like that entire blowout. It's awful.
Let that car spike that feet. Bola wrap the car. Oh, it's the grappler for the car, I guess. Yeah, that thing's toast. There goes the tire.
There it goes.
Coming from that car, and it looks like they're pulling over. They're pulling. They're gonna bail.
Oh, you gonna run? Hey, look at him go. Oh, there. Oh. That was a clown car.
All occupants are running.
I like how you changed his mind on direction halfway through.
The freeway, they're gonna go on to by the Holiday Inn.
Clear the car. Good job. Don't run across the highway unless you have to.
One mag dropped. 4 occupants, all male black.
As the suspects...
Good observation. I love this cop. You do kind of stay with the car just to make sure whatever's going on. I think once you've cleared it, just go. Find one of them. Go get the driver.
Several items fell from the vehicle, including a loaded firearm and several bills of money scattered across the traffic lanes.
Likely minors in possession of firearm.
Eastbound off the freeway. They hopped off the freeway. Stay with the car. Stay with the car.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I like this cop.
Look at him go.
There's one running by the children's hospital. Hey, one's getting into a Toyota.
Oh, carjacking?
One is gonna flee in a Toyota south on Fort.
Good job. She's crushing it on radio traffic. Get in it to win it, girlfriend. She's like, I ain't making that jump. I'm not breaking my leg.
That jump.
Can you see her clear the car, please?
the car. I got money. And
Dude, she's crushing it.
Somebody one entered the Holiday Inn. One entered the Holiday Inn.
Good job. Bro, she is top tier right now, dog.
Stop! I got one male black, white t-shirt.
I'd be sucking wind too, dog. She's ran like half a mile already.
She's allowed to say I can't breathe.
6'8" lost sight, but he's still running south behind the Holiday Inn. Hey, I'll spot the advisor.
She has covered some distance.
These guys might be armed.
What's good too is I like she's updated, so you're getting a direction of travel. Hopefully she gave a description as they were going, and something that's also good to give. That's real rough. It doesn't help a ton, but it will. I do like it's like, hey, somebody got in a Toyota. I have somebody going into this building. So what's nice is if you're a responding officer, this is the type of radio traffic you want to hear, because you'll see somebody's over there going to the Holiday Inn. Now somebody's going to the Children's Hospital. Somebody's going to... You can start to get units there so you can start to control the situation. She's... Bro. Everyone's jumping in her backpack right now. She's doing a great job. Good job clearing that corner! God, this chick, she's top tier, dog.
Bro.
Also, the flex with the Glock with just iron sights.
724 is in the area, 4600 port.
Got an opening there. She realizes if he doesn't, she doesn't see him running that way, it's likely that he dipped in there. She's waiting for a second.
Police, come on with your hands up!
Good job. Look at you.
Eventually, the 4 suspects, a 19-year-old man, an 18-year-old man, and 2 17-year-old boys were all located and arrested.
Good job.
Check out that 2-man unit.
She didn't need a second person on her unit.
Good job looking before jumping on a fence. First reason why dogs. Very first reason, at least in Texas, you got to worry about dogs. There's like a dog in every third backyard, so be careful. But he's also just trying to see if this guy's just hopping fences, just parallel him until he stops hopping fences. It's super easy. Let him get tired. My guy.
Put your fucking hands up right now! Walk towards me!
+5 for officer presence. F-bomb totally necessary. I did keeping a gangster.
744, he's with me. I got him at gunpoint.
I'd make him jump it. Make him jump it.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, I bet he's gassed. Hey, also top tier suspect. He's like, all right, Doug, I'm caught. I'm just gonna go jump this and go sit in jail.
That's why I don't like motherfuckers taking me. Here, come on, you'll grab my jacket from me. Alright, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You know, he told him he didn't want to go.
You know what though? Really, he's only like, let's say they can't tie the guns to him. It's not a stolen car, and like he doesn't have anything on him. He's gonna get what? Fleeing, evading on foot.
Yeah.
I would give up too, Doug.
Yeah, if he was one of the 17-year-olds, he's probably like the little brother who got stuck hanging out. Yeah.
Great job. You guys are crushing it here, dude. I like it. Oh, one of the guys got out. I'm guessing this is a 2-man unit. Somebody stayed in the car. I'm here for it, dog.
Oh, almost pitted him. Oh, he's going to pit him. Pit that guy?
I like that they're pursuing him in the car. Oh, maybe
Landscaper's going to be pissed, though.
100%. Oh, it's just a guy by himself. He thought about getting out of the car, and he's like, I'll chase him with the car. You got the blood tag.
He's like, where do you think you're going? I'm in a car you're running.
Still running, so stop!
Shout out to this guy's also running.
We have black male, white shirt, Adidas.
Good job. So what's good here too is as they're giving descriptions as they get people into custody, you know who's left outstanding. And they'll ask this all the time, do we have any suspects outstanding? You'll hear this over the radio typically, especially when you have multiple people fleeing. Good job. Mary the Stram. I love you guys.
I think they hopped into a a silver vehicle over.
But hey, dog, can you take me back to my car? I'm gassed. Yeah, dog, you just ran. Breathe. Also, good job. These cops are all coming down once they got the guy into custody. It's really good job.
Okay, go right, go right.
It's a good. That's good police culture.
Oh,
bro.
Is this our first cop?
I think it is because she was just getting in the passenger side to get moved. And I love the attitude of, fuck it. I'm just going to go chase this guy. Shout out to her, dude.
Stop! Stop!
Well, she did all the work. She needs the win.
Bro. She's like, nah, I'm getting this guy. I respect this a lot.
Don't you fucking move!
She goes, no, I'm putting cuffs on this guy.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that cuffing.
Oh, you know what? I gotta give her like a B- on cuffing. She's tired, dog.
Yeah.
She's tired. Oh, double cuffing. Never mind. I'm here for it. I'll give you B+.
I like it.
Yeah.
She gets bumped up to A because she gets extra credit for the radio traffic.
The radio traffic was top tier.
Yes.
Not escalated.
Okay, roll over on your side. I'll get you up so you can breathe.
God,
You
dude.
don't want to be on your
Very
stomach.
de-escalated.
Roll
She's
to your
doing great.
side. Okay, got it?
Said, help me.
Roll to your side, man.
She's like, bro, I'm tired too, dog.
Up on your butt. Can you stand up? You have anything on
Can
you?
you?
Stick me, poke me, prick me?
Damn.
Any weapons?
Gloves. I want to see him.
Ready?
Oh, the gloves.
I'm gonna pull your pants up. I'm gonna pull your
I got a
pants up.
cop crush on this chick. She's crushing it, dog.
Where?
She gave a B+.
Here?
Ain't got no clip, bro.
He's got high standards.
Where's the gun?
Where's the clip?
Ooh.
Throw it out the car?
She said, where's the clip? I'll pass. I'll let it pass.
How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 17.
17? Okay.
Have fun in prison.
What's your name?
Or it's actually juvie
You
secure.
got an ID?
Juvie.
No.
So positive.
He's got tags on the pants still?
Taylor, it's good to see you, my dog. Daniel said, marry me.
I had no time, so I just do the whole thing.
This is probably the best piece of policing I think I've seen in like a year. Nobody's getting hurt. Everyone had a task. Nobody's yelling on the radio. You don't hear a bunch of people walking on each other on the radio. And that initial officer just absolutely crushed it.
The real.
Nobody's angry. There's no punching.
And she gets a tip.
Yeah. This guy's getting a sin for carrying a Taurus.
Can you take us
17, that dude's 30.
Okay.
Has that recovered?
Yeah. I searched him with this girl right here. Yeah.
What? Lucky, bro. What spot are you in? 15, 14, 5-2, sorry. 5-2. You want one additional search? Is you good? Any injuries on you, man? 796. That's all I need.
My pride.
You need an ambulance?
Black pistol.
Can you? No.
Because you're just running, dude. Stop fucking around. Stop twisting. Hey, stop twisting. You are twisting. You're holding my arm. And I'm about to put you on the ground. You're holding my arm extra hard. I have bone issues. Chill. Stop.
I'm
Stop. Sure.
How many times this happened?
I run just fine.
Damn, bro. Why'd you grab my shirt? Police is be irritating, bro. I need my jacket.
And a felony warrant for robbery of a 18-year-old.
Here, hold on.
This is supposed to be. Can I just get my back? Can I just get my jacket? Getting it in the back of the car.
The driver, later identified as
hand sanitizer.
18-year-old Tylen Parker, had a suspended driver's license and 2 active warrants. A non-felony warrant for possession of a dangerous weapon, and a felony warrant for robbery of a financial institution party to a crime.
That'll do it.
I gotta find my guy. This your phone guy? Yeah.
Look at Effenbin's comment.
Could you give it to me? You want it? Yeah. What are you gonna do with it? I just wanna call my... No,
you
can't call anybody. Right now. They're right here.
I can't with that. Y'all are gonna get me in trouble today.
We can't read it on stream, bro.
Y'all are gonna get me in trouble today.
But we saw it.
Okay, everybody's in custody. No more excitement. They did a good job. They did a great job. That was top tier policing. And normally,
S tier.
You guys watch these enough. I normally spend a lot of time dunking on cops at times, but that was, I don't know. unless they Supermaned and flew over there and grabbed them. But it was a good job. I like that nobody got hurt. It's really the way that most foot chases go down. They don't make the news because nobody got shot, nobody got hurt. But I'm glad we found whoever shared this. Shout out to you, whoever it is in the Patreon group that shared it. They did a good job. But that was a very good example of, to be honest, how most foot chases went. Once you've been on the street for a little while, more senior cops typically take over in these instances. But like once you've been in a couple of these and people flee on you and they flee on foot, respectfully like the street. Thank you, Manifold. They typically get handled like that. Once it's not your first rodeo, you'll see better radio traffic. You'll see better coordination of units. And then this looked like a multi-agency thing. It looked like municipal and both county guys got involved, which also does happen. So it was a good job. And that's honestly how most police work tends to go. We typically only see the bad ones. That's why I end up spending more of my time being like, don't do this or put on your gloves or please handcuff this person or articulate PC. It's a good job of that. My bones, Taylor. We'll see what's going on here.
All right, put your hands on your head.
It's a lot of cops here.
Interlock them. Don't reach. Call them back to you. Come to me.
Bro, you can go to this guy. He's right there.
Walking. Keep your hands right there.
What are we doing?
Right there.
Do we need any more lethal cover?
Get on your knees.
No.
Get on your knees.
Yeah.
Get on your knees, dude. Cool, man. Cool. Cover me, dude.
He said, cover me, dude.
And mind your back. If you reach for that gun, you're going to get shot, all right? I don't want to do that to you. I'll loosen him when we get a second. You can roll up on your side. I'm going to stand you up. You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Alex, you got a warrant? Put your hands behind your back.
I got warrant.
Yeah, warrant.
For what?
This guy said, nope, beating feet. We're not there.
I just got out.
Well, now you're going back in.
He said, I just got out.
For selling drugs.
I don't sell drugs. I just
You can put your shoes on.
What's going on here? Oh, they're doing drug dealer sweeps. I see. Oh, man, my dude's got scoliosis.
When you get out, boss.
Speaking of bone issues.
Dude, no kidding.
X-ray 90 Central, no pursuit.
That haircut.
Authorized for driver's cup felony warrant.
I hate these hat cams, the shoulder cams. We're going to announce, dog? Oh.
It's the Halo cam.
Get your hands up. Get your hands out of your pocket. Get the fuck out of the car.
He's being cooperative. Watch your profanity.
Everybody down, he's in custody.
Oh, nah, you guys are deep.
Another peaceful arrest?
There's some stuff in my book bag.
Hi, Ronnie. Step out.
This is the most gentle arrest of all
Stay.
time.
Keep your hands where we can see them, okay?
Am I under arrest?
Step out of the car, bud.
I was like, it's not Wednesday.
Don't reach for anything. Put your hands on your head.
The magazine on the floorboard or on the seat.
What am I being arrested for?
He has warrants.
I have warrants.
Oh.
Hold on, we're gonna play this again. Hold on. Just listen to it. Listen to it.
What am I being arrested for?
That is top tier handcuffing right there. That is the first S tier handcuff application. It's a compliant subject, so it's not like she did this and the guy was fighting 10 out of 10. But that's how handcuffs are supposed to go on.
He has warrants.
That goes in the ASMR compilation.
We'll explain to you in a minute, man. Come over here.
I have warrants. That is insane.
That's fine. You can record. We're recording too.
What's my bond?
What's my bond?
What's my bond? Ask the judge.
Bro!
Whoo!
I'm not drug dealing.
Prize patrol.
What? You better pay that store clerk his money.
You better pay that store clerk his money. They got a bunch of people. These were all good arrests. Oh, let's see
The
what
smiling dude at the end.
I'm gonna see what the haul is here. Money, guns, money.
One gun. Cell phones.
I didn't see a lot of drugs. What is this? I guess it was just for the warrants. But those were all good. Oh, I have to watch one of these. Goodness gracious. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. It's a warrant roundup.
Just glizzy moments, you know.
Compliance cuffing. He's definitely diabetic. With all the syringes, 100%. This is what not to do when you're being recorded. If you're in uniform, understand that you're going to be interacted with. But this is not a good example of that. It's 44 seconds. You're going to have to suffer through it because I had to. Brian Miner.
This officer was called out for speeding, and he started to record inside of a personal vehicle.
What's your hurry, man?
So what?
What's your hurry?
What are you talking about?
Well, you were doing about 50 miles in a 35 right in front.
It's called a consensual contact. You're under no obligation to do anything. You can just put your gas and leave, but this is what happens when you allow ego to.
No, the speed limit's 45.
Not where you
It's
were.
45.
So you not where you were speeding
It's
before.
45. It's 45. It's not a school zone.
You been drinking today or anything?
Have you?
What's your name? What's your name? Identify yourself. You just made contact with me. Identify yourself.
It's a consensual contact. Technically, there's no crime occurring. You can't get them for failed ID unless it's under reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Your personal phone?
Identify
Reference
yourself.
the first video.
Hey, get up.
It is an open door. However, there is a reasonable amount of privacy in your vehicle. Technically, the second you break the plane of a vehicle, it's technically vehicle burglary. You could articulate the intent for theft. So sticking your hand in someone else's vehicle is literally the threshold. So the same thing for like a domicile or a residence or a house for those of you that want more specific language. If you're simply knocking on a door or you're yelling outside of someone's door, you haven't committed criminal trespass or burglary. But the second you break the threshold of an entryway for what's supposed to be someone's private property, you can be charged for a crime. So I'm not a fan of him leaning into this car unless he could, in plain view, see something that he believes a crime and then he has exigency, so on and so forth. This is like CCP.
So it's like being a vampire?
Basically, yeah. You have to be invited in.
Yeah,
or
you have to
have exigency.
Well, you have to be invited in by a person or a judge or a crime being committed.
Yep.
Get out of my car. Get out of my car.
It's also not a great safety thing to be turning your back to people who are clearly being confrontational. Your gun side is exposed to them, and your back is turned to more than one person who is not being very nice to you.
Oh, dude, are you serious?
Are you serious?
Who's your
It's also
there's a
I guess he's left-handed.
third angle.
Yeah.
supervisor?
Are you serious?
Who's your supervisor? Who's your supervisor?
Right there.
Who's your supervisor?
They're not in a place they're not supposed to be. This is a public place. They're allowed to record. They can ask questions. You are a public servant. There's zero reason to get involved in this. Outside of the weird car thing, nothing he did, I would argue, is going to be considered a crime per se. But there's going to be a lot of policy. They're going to say conduct unbecoming is what this is going to fall under, which is broad as hell, which means if the department doesn't like it, they can get you in trouble. This likely led to days off. So
This officer
just don't engage with people. We had what they call First Amendment auditors. I dealt with them all the time, and it's not that complicated. I'm sorry. Do you have a 911 emergency? No, okay, deuces. Gone. Right then and there. Just making sure I'm not abandoning the victim of a crime. And sometimes they would make something up and say, yes, I need help. I need whatever. I was like, oh, okay, so there's a crime or you need emergency services. Okay, so this is now a 911 call, and I would just hope that you're giving me good, accurate information, because giving fake information to law enforcement to elicit a police response is a crime, and I would hate to have to do some enforcement action. There's a bunch of different ways to verbal judo your way out of it, but most of the time you can just simply leave unless there's a criminal complaint. Free advice. Total retaliation. Pam gets it.
Emergency, what are you reporting?
Yeah, I think my neighbor's outside with a gun. I heard a gunshot, and I think his mom's outside playing with him.
Don't worry, his ego is a level 3 play.
Yeah, there's a person with an assault rifle and a bulletproof vest walking down Crooked Creek Drive.
He beats curtilage.
The Asian male with gray pants and like a gray T-shirt.
Oh, he just shoved somebody. That's
Assault rifle and a bulletproof vest walking down Crooked Creek Drive.
You can kind of see it here. Like,
The Asian male
smack
with
somebody.
gray pants and like a gray T-shirt.
He's on the way, okay? Don't hang up with me.
Yeah, he's out of my...
Guarantee you this is a domestic. That's girlfriend. They're arguing about something. She just got hit.
Right now, but I just heard another gunshot down the street.
What is your emergency?
I'm hearing gunshots.
Okay.
Do you see anyone? Here.
Shooting a gun is not against the law, but oftentimes, depending on the density of a population in an area, the charge, at least in Texas, was discharge of a firearm within certain municipalities. You can go look it up and Google it if you want. Even if you're not shooting at someone, simply doing the celebratory gunfire aspect of it is technically a crime and you will get contacted. But if you're holding a gun and already shooting it, your police response is going to be pretty serious.
Do you see anyone? No, I don't. Okay, we have several calls. Stay inside. We have somebody walking out there, okay? So stay inside. We're on our way. Okay. Thank you. Okay, bye.
It looked like an assault rifle. I couldn't really tell. He pointed at me, but he didn't shoot. And then I went back in.
He pointed at you. Wonder if it's Himalayan salt or iodized salt rifle.
But he didn't shoot.
Pardon?
He pointed at you, but he didn't shoot.
Yes, that's
first. Like the Himalayan salt, like an ambush. No,
okay.
Kidding.
He looked at me in my vehicle. He raised the gun, like pointing it towards me, and then pointed at me and fired a shot.
So he pointed the rifle at you and he fired a shot up in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't. I thought he was going to shoot at my vehicle. Is what I thought he was going to do. But you know, like I was driving. I drove past him. He looked directly at me, raised the gun, and then raised it.
Oh, this guy gets an automatic F for not having his gear squared away. He's having to fidget with it way too much.
In the air and fired it. And like I said, I wasn't going to stop. I just kept going, obviously.
You got him? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Where's he at? Where's he at? Outside. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Move now. She's got blood on her hands. I'm assuming this is the lady that got shoved in the domestic earlier. There was some video evidence of that. Likely the victim of domestic violence. Oh, maybe the suspect. You never know. But the more dangerous charge of what somebody running around with a gun with the domestic is likely going to take precedence over dealing with that domestic.
Hey, this guy is you and Ready or Not. He's gonna
oh my God.
stuff with a shotgun.
I hope he's not being Ready or Not.
He's gonna hit it 100 yards.
Yeah, you guys
buckshot it.
You guys can go watch Magged Up Mondays and go see what producer Juan's referring to.
Goes, Josh is in his glory, war crime stick.
This is a serious police matter. We're not laughing about this. It is accurate, though. That's his mom. Oh, David Hardy, what's going on, my dude? Sorry, caps lock. It's his mother. Thank you for the clarification.
That's his mom.
So it is a domestic. I called it.
Okay, get out of the way.
Shout out to this SBS, though. It does have my Ready or Not feelings tingling. I'd be lying if it wasn't the case.
Drop the gun.
Also, shout out to the Surefire forend. It's like a $300 forend. Is he ghost loading the game?
Put the gun down.
What are we doing here? You know what? He might have it loaded with buckshot, and he's probably offloading the buckshot to put in slugs. Actually okay with this. The guy's got potentially body armor, and buckshot's gonna... It's gonna hurt, but slugs do a better job of creating decentralizing power with somebody that's wearing body armor.
Put the gun down.
I used to candy cane my shotgun on patrol before I got a rifle.
Put the gun down.
He was Josh.
Hey, we need a car. We need a car.
Not the Beretta Ultima 300. Negative 200.
Hey, bro, let me get on your passenger seat.
Bro, the department budgets are slim, dog. Somebody needs to handle mom.
No, good. Just don't go too fast. Go, dude. Go. He's up there.
I do like this idea of them approaching him this way in case he runs.
Keep going.
Press V to lean out.
That's hits him right there with the bulletproof.
Not Beretta.
A little bit further, bro.
I'm here for the 870.
Drop the gun, bro!
I do like the added bro.
Drop the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the
Drop the gun.
PA system utilization here. I like how they're ignoring the mom. To be fair, somebody needs to be talking to mom to get some tactical information. If we can find out why he's upset, what he's got going on, if this guy's in a mental health crisis, whether or not this is like a BB gun or a real gun. I think it's a real gun, given everything that's been said. However, any amount of tactical information being gleaned from mom can be valuable in possibly apprehending him. Might give you some stuff about what to say. If he's upset about his girlfriend, you could very easily get on the PA and be like, hey, your girlfriend wants to talk to you, but she'll only talk to you if you put the gun down. Something is better than just straight up ignoring mom. I am with the Montreal for that, though.
Also, maybe just like don't let her wander around, even if you aren't.
I'm just saying, control her to make sure she's not running in front of you.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to go hands on.
Also, she clearly needs medical attention if she's got blood all over her hands.
Agreed.
I don't know.
He's in a mental health crisis. I agree. His behavior would lead me to believe that. Candy cane. Keith's wife is based.
I'll walk with you.
She gets it.
Go. Push forward. Bring the car, Chris.
She ended up in big zip cuff pile. Oh my God! I shouldn't have read that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I saw that and I was like, I don't believe it. I'm gonna let F admit take the fall for that one.
You got me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty bad.
Further. Give me a good cover.
Okay, so free advice for Mr. Shotgun Guy here. Let's point the gun at the person, not at the ground. Just roll down the window and tell him what he needs, but we need to be pointing lethal cover on this guy. He might have lethal cover from somewhere else, which is fine, but he's holding the good old fight stopper here, so he needs to be the one dictating what's going on here. I do like his backstop. There's a nice hill here. It looks like a berm.
That's good. Hey, man. Drop the gun, dude.
Come on, my friend. It's not worth it. Drop the gun, please. Drop the gun.
To be honest, with buckshot, I'm not mad about a leg shot at this point. He hasn't shot someone yet, but he might. And if you want to keep him from walking around, that's not a bad idea.
Hit that guy.
You don't take your long guns for a daily stroll? The problem wasn't the stroll part of it. The problem was him shooting. And then obviously the domestic that went on with mom getting shoved and whatever. He's at the very minimum the suspect for domestic violence. They got that on camera. Now, whether or not that was demonstrated or not, and it was the discharge of the firearm that caused the police contact. I am team taking your long gun for a stroll if you're doing it responsibly. But that goes on the fuck around and find out scale.
Mm-hmm.
They got crossfire.
That was consent.
He's not. Yeah.
I think that was a beanbag. That was not a beanbag.
998.
That was also not a beanbag.
Don't move, dude. Don't move.
Right now that he's not near the rifle and you got that many people, I'm team running up there, kicking that thing out of the way and going and getting him. I understand their apprehension. Mind you, they're under a lot of stress. They just got into a shooting. But I do also like him continuing to move to make sure that his backstop's that and not the Tesla that's sitting in the left lane. This poor dude is probably going through something. I hate that it ended like this. Just to always make me sad.
292 King 2 is detaining the 417 suspect.
Shout out to Smith &
facing
Wesson.
southbound on Diamond Bar Boulevard. See everything.
And that Surefire X300. Two hands. Two hands.
Left front facing southbound on Diamond Bar Boulevard. Requesting unit code.
Two hands.
Well, is this LAPD? Because she might be having to hold her radio with her other hand.
Put the gun down!
She had a handpiece.
Put the gun down! the gun down! Put the gun down! Put the gun down!
King 2 only. Confirm, are you detaining?
Hey, you're in it to win it. You're where you're at.
Or is he still
Put
walking?
the gun down! Put the gun down!
I guess that was not Leslie Close.
Not a beanbag, yeah.
Oh, dude, what an animal.
292 King 2 involved in a 998.
Copy, 999.
Stay in it, girl.
Hey!
Just
Put
confirm
the hands down! Don't reach for anything! Put the hands! Don't reach for anything!
I guess it was LA County Sheriff Department. See, so they might have handhelds. All right.
All deputies are accounted for.
Yeah, on that specific instance, if you got more units, she needs to not be involved in this. Same thing with Shotgun Guy needs to not be involved with this. She's in it now. She's going to be stuck in the negative feedback loop because obviously she's going to be under a lot of stress. Perfectly normal. That's not a criticism, but if you're not the officer that did the shooting, go ahead and step in and do your thing. Oftentimes, this is going to be referred to as like a negative feedback loop psychologically, that you're going to continue to do the same thing over and over again, not get a response, and assume the more I do it, the more I get it. You see this a lot with pain compliance when you're taking a suspect into custody. If pain compliance is not working, try something else. Same thing with verbal de-escalation. You'll have people that will continue to say the same thing. Drop the gun, drop the gun. Well, if that's not working, start asking questions. But under stress, that's a very hard thing to do. We all did it as cops at one point in time or another. But it's a thing you'll notice with more and more experience. And by experience, I don't mean years on the job. Experience isn't like, this is not the first time you've had to point a gun at somebody. It's not the first time you've had to fight somebody. You get much better at this. The first time versus the 50th time I had to point a gun at somebody, it got a lot better. That's mental health, though, man. It's what's upsetting. Obviously, the mom knew something was going on. The mom was trying to intervene. You don't need to be intervening when he's putting a vest on and grabbing a gun to go walk outside. You need to be intervening when it's initially happening. You need to not be ignoring the warning signs that somebody's under acute mental stress or has bad coping mechanisms. Because it could even be as a child that a kid simply copes by throwing a tantrum. That's acceptable at 2. Still needs to be corrected at 2 years old. But, like, it's not as like weird at 2 years old. It is concerning at 15. Or like if your kid's even 10, still throwing a temper tantrum and you never do anything to correct the behavior, it doesn't change when they get older if you don't do anything to correct it. So that also goes with interpersonal relationships. Institutions fail this a lot. And I mean that by like school, work, like HRs, like just don't care at all. Just can them, fire them, do whatever. Like they don't realize that they're creating a toxic environment that's then upsetting their employees. They're doing nothing to try to fix that problem. It escalates.
Oh, they know, but they're there to reduce liability, not to give a crap.
Agreed.
They're there to make sure you don't sue.
And technically, it's the same thing for law. Like in a perfect world, law enforcement wouldn't intervene because they don't want to be the ones that have to shoot this guy, right? I just leave it up to some citizen that eventually figures it out. The problem is the liability is on the city because they have a duty to intervene. So the problem is how long do I sit and allow this person to be a liability to potential innocent bystanders? Or do I do the quickest, most efficient way of making sure he doesn't hurt anybody else and approach him in a safe manner for police? And that's by shooting the guy. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is all about liability. The problem's like a lot of people will say, I don't know why he did this, or this came out of nowhere, or he just snapped, and that's all bullshit. I'll tell you right now that all of that's bullshit.
Yep. Signs are always there. This is like decades of failures.
Yep. By multiple people. I don't want to put this just on mom. I don't want to put this on dad. This is friends. This is family. This is teachers. This is, neighbors, girlfriends, friends, siblings. Everybody is responsible for this. I'd say the same thing. You see this a lot of times with like school shooters. They talked about this with Columbine, that they all blame like this one guy for radicalizing these kids. I was like, why were they even susceptible to that? Like like there were so many things. The media's has some small part to play in that and how they promote violence. But most of this falls, the biggest influences that'll escalate someone to that is the people that are around these people every day. We saw it all the time that I'm having to talk to somebody, and they would do an outcry thing. Like they would, very gently cut themselves. I had very insensitive ways of explaining that because I dealt with successful suicides all the time. But like oftentimes the family would go and look at me like, well, what are you guys going to do? And I'd look at them and I'm like, well, I'm going to take them to the hospital for 48 hours. And then it's like, what the hell are you going to do? Because next time they'll cut a little deeper or they'll do something a little more permanent because it didn't fix the problem they thought it would. Because there's problems that aren't being solved away from me. I have a huge, I can get on a huge stump about this. I'll try to.
Oh yeah, no, there's an expectation that institutions are supposed to resolve problems that need to be resolved within your family and your culture and your community.
Oh yeah,
it all gets outsourced to, honestly, the people that are the least capable of doing anything about it. You have like 4 tools to deal with this,
and it's too late. I give it the example. So like, let's say my house has been leaking for years, right? And then nobody tells me anything, right? And now I have nothing but like a screwdriver and some duct tape. And the wife's like, are you going to fix the leak in the ceiling? I'm like, what leak in the ceiling? And you're like, oh, the one that's been going on for years. And all I have is a screwdriver and some tape. What do you expect is going to happen? Nothing. You know, I'm going to poke it with the screwdriver. The hole's going to get worse. I'm going to cover it with duct tape just so it can pool a little bit more and then ruin everything underneath it. That's like, I don't know. Nathaniel, thank you, Uwu, for the super chat. Thank you for
He's been trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
He's sorry that he got you killed on Magged Up Monday.
You did, at least once.
He paid for it.
He did pay for it. I do appreciate your apology.
He put money towards your assassination.
I will accept your apology. As Denzel Washington said, it does start in the home. That's true. You don't see police arresting 6-year-olds. It's true.
I have seen that though.
I've detained.
Not in person. There was a video
before.
You'd be surprised what those 6-year-olds get up to. I was a tutor for elementary school kids. They know way more than you think.
I'll give you guys a story in the after party. If you guys would like to hear the story in the after party, you can join our Patreon group for as little as $1 a month, and that gives you access to our Discord. Anyways, I'll give you guys when I had to go hands-on for on a like 6 or 7-year-old. It was really annoying. I went hungry that night. You did pay for my death, and it was 100% worth it. Go watch actually don't watch Magged Up Monday for this past week. There was war crimes that did indeed happen. Warning, as the screen says.
504, looks like he's popping maybe the driver's door, but we're still continuing past that whistle.
We're already in the pursuit.
Go for a pit.
Passing and whistle, attempting to pit, verifying.
Oh my God. An effective pit.
I want dash cam.
Driver, step out of the vehicle!
That was very friendly.
Turn the vehicle off!
Is this Wisconsin again?
Ooh, that's gunfire. Oh, they've shot at you, dog. You're in a deadly force situation, homie.
Show me your hands!
This is the most polite use of
I think the
force.
audio is just off.
Oh, okay. No, I
think it's desync.
It's correct where I'm at. Maybe it's getting desynced for everybody else.
Oh, okay, yeah, because the way I'm seeing it is like I hear the sound of gunshots and then I see the like actual firing.
The guy's shooting at him too, so you might.
No, I know. I'm saying like I'm hearing his shots earlier than he shoots them on my screen. So I thought we both were hearing that. Yeah.
504 advised medical aid so everyone's safe and feasible.
Put that human. Oh my God.
See, Daniel Elise arrested a 7-year-old with ADHD. ADHD is a serious crime.
Yeah.
Lock him up.
What?
Pay attention.
This was the most polite use of force I've ever seen.
My car.
Yeah.
What are we doing? I'm skipping ahead, in case you guys are wondering. Well, I guess that's it. Well, there you go. That was a very polite use of force there, given the tenacity of it. Man breaks out of cop car. Oh no. Does this tell me where it's at? Oh, we got a lot of charges here. Goodness. Oh. She bit me. I've been there. I've been there.
Hey, Nick. Come here.
Nick. He already knew the guy's name.
You're not in trouble. Just come here, man.
That's a red flag.
Got off work. Her boyfriend wants to fight me.
Her boyfriend?
I don't know, that's something to do. He asked me to fight me. I was coming over here. She's starting shit. I don't want to get into it.
Okay, so why are you coming over here to start shit then, dude?
I'm not starting shit. I was coming over because she asked me to.
She asked you to come over?
Yeah, you can see my text message, bro. Ask her. Why is she starting this shit? Y'all got shit to do that's more important than this.
Okay. Well, she's not starting anything, man. I saw how you were speeding like a bat out of hell, so I followed you back over here.
You saw me speeding?
That's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw you run the red light.
That's affirmative.
At frickin' High Meadows and Martin Avenue, and then I was trying to catch up to you. I saw you go down this road, and I saw you pull your truck right over here. And
Yeah,
then
I'm
I see her run out.
Yeah. Ask her. She's got
Okay.
my robe on her.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
She's
or
got
anything
my
like that?
robe
Sir,
on
you can
her.
search me.
Okay. I'm
Sounds like a domestic.
Absolutely.
Here, turn around.
He said, "Search me."
He did consent.
Cool.
Jazz. Hey, Juan's here.
Hey, Jazz. I'm back, and Bill's gone.
Go right ahead, ma'am.
We swapped.
Can you?
Came here. Start explaining why
take
it's
this
not
ID
your
out of there?
fault. Manifold gets it.
Here, no, I was talking to him. You're good. So is her boyfriend here, and he wanted to fight you?
No, I don't know if it's a boyfriend. He tried to start shit. I
Hide
started right
one.
over. She texted me. I just got off work, bro.
Do you live here?
I did.
Oof.
Not anymore?
Not anymore.
Okay.
I know you're
Bro,
calling me,
something
bro. I'm sorry. You got to deal with this. I'm just trying to go home.
Bill's been traded. No, we did not trade Bill.
Work for myself.
You just
getting LLC, yes sir.
You're just getting
He's
off
on
work
another
right
cop
now?
channel now.
I used to work at Sunset Cigar Lounge.
Okay, you working there right now?
Yeah, I was a manager.
Sounds like a bullshit domestic. I hate these. These were the worst. This was a lot of 911 calls, man. This is
C Charlie 610
Bill's fighting werewolves.
190.
Bill didn't need my permission to go to Michigan.
My position, man. I see.
Imagine my situation if you weren't.
I hear you, man. But if you're like, I understand you're amped up and you're upset. Like another dude texts you he wants to fight you, then like,
Yeah,
then
he's ask her. She's right fucking there.
None of that shit right now, okay, man?
But like, you get it.
I get it. You're
She's
talking
gonna
to me.
act
Just
because
don't.
she
Yeah,
got a
but
cop
don't.
in her
Don't.
fucking
See, now
goddamn
she's coming out here,
neighbor.
man. I'm trying to talk to you, and now I got other people up here approaching me. Okay.
Here she comes, sleeping.
Rosa.
Here she comes. What's the problem?
There's no problem.
What? So why are you saying my name?
Wow, I'm making her go right the fuck back inside. I'm like, nope, go inside. Nope, I'm not talking to you yet. You want to talk to me and go talk to me over there. You can control this scene. You were investigating to make sure technically, I guess you could have a detention for speeding here. You did on view it. It's a misdemeanor in your presence, but I wouldn't push that matter. But don't let people that are already clearly fighting sit there and talk to you, because all they're going to do is piss each other off. Mutual combat again. I love Manifold. This guy. I wish I worked for that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I wish I worked for that guy.
No, because you're coming out here. She's gonna call you for no reason when she's
Hi, Mark.
That wants to fight
Oh,
you
hi,
and start
Mark.
shit. When I-
The Montreal's correct.
You okay with
You don't
me
even have to give a
talking
24-hour
to him?
notice. You just
You know who I am?
you can just
So
scrap.
she's gonna text
Don't
me.
hurt
She's
each other.
Me.
But I'm always
So
yelling.
why-
She's gonna start shit because that's her neighbor.
Just take it easy, dude.
Why are you coming here?
Phone.
There's no reason. Sorry, you leaving? Yes? Okay, leave. Like, there's no reason to have this play itself out in front of you. This is going to do nothing but escalate.
Can I please see my text messages?
I don't think
you
you
would
should
understand
be
if you saw
here.
my text messages. Please understand. I would not be here.
Okay,
Please
so why
understand.
are
I
you
don't want to
barging
cause.
in her house then?
You
You
think I
know
want
her.
to?
When
I
she
love
gets
her.
lonely,
I love her. She messages me.
Bro, move on.
You think I want to cause you guys problems? I work.
Mark Bragg, what's going on, dog?
With security. And
Did she ask you not to come?
no, she didn't say shit. The dude said, "Come fight me."
That's it. Did she ask you
I'll
not
get
to
my
come?
phone. I'll get my phone in the car.
This is the most. Oh, I do not miss domestics.
Exactly.
I care about her.
There are people sleeping, so keep your voice. Texting you.
She's right.
There's no reason for any of
No, I
this.
wasn't in there. Huh. Not anymore.
What are
But
we
she wants
doing?
to still text me and reach out to me, bro.
What are we doing?
From the other.
He said he wants to fight me, and she's sucking his dick right now. Come see me. I said, all right, I'll be right there.
Okay.
Okay, so he's already admitted to come here to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Not illegal, as long as they've consented, in Texas at least. But this is a domestic waiting to happen. Even a previous relationship person you cannot get in a domestic dispute over. But I guess he wasn't in a relationship with the guy that's trying to fight him. Maybe, I don't know.
Ask her. She was right there.
Make him leave. I make that guy leave.
This is bullshit. These girls are gonna pull this shit. You have a job to do, bro. They're wasting your time. They're gonna play this shit.
No, you're wasting my time because you won't just go home and break up with this girl. Oh, man. I'm getting pissed off watching this.
This is what I do, man.
No, I know. You have to deal with this on a regular basis.
Pam said psycho, dude.
Yo.
Pam gets it.
I pinned it. Oh, she's coming back.
I would make this lady go. This lady's got
Detective Karen over here.
I'd be like, ma'am,
questioning all the witnesses.
Respectfully. Walk your ass back inside. Pedestrian and roadway.
Respectfully, GTFO.
Say whatever. People go to jail.
Right.
I'm not talking to you.
Tell her once, and if she doesn't do it, that's interference.
Mm-hmm.
Jail.
I'm there.
I watched the camera. I've never even spoken to you.
What are we doing?
Oh my God.
So he just went in her house?
I feel like this cop just wants to find out the drama.
I guess, Doug. He wants the tea. Mike Lim!
Mm-hmm.
You guys do what you need to do.
So he just went in her
See, you problem, not a cop problem. Mike gets it.
Yup.
Bro, this is so petty.
Until the punches get thrown, then.
This is so, but that's what I'm getting at. Is like, this is so often the problem. It's just people can't navigate interpersonal bullshit.
We need to do an educational series on how to press the block button.
So the reason
Because this would have resolved a lot.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
It
Like, you get
legitimately,
that text message, bro?
legitimately,
Delete.
if people knew how to break up with each other and just let shit go, crime would plummet. The murder rate would plummet. Like, that would get rid of probably, I would argue, like 70% of 911 calls. Daniel said, next! We'll push it and I'll see what the disposition is here.
That's where we're at right now.
This guy going to jail?
That's my key.
Getting cuffed?
I'm really sorry you have to deal with this.
Here, Nick, do me a favor. Go ahead and turn around.
For what?
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Oh, no, he's not cuffed. No, he's cuffed.
Don't pull. Okay, I got it.
It's a grown man grabbing this dude.
Take my key, please.
I got you here. What else is going on, okay?
I understand. Yes, sir.
Nathaniel.
Trespassing?
No, I don't buy that.
I need a belt. I'm just...
I wonder what he's going for.
Let me read you.
You're not taking me to jail?
No, I didn't say that. You're not free to leave.
Okay.
All right. So
Respect that. I got
look, you have the right to remain
Daniel
silent.
gets it.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to
Ooh,
a
get
lawyer
Mirandized.
present with you or being questioned.
So if he's not arrested, I don't understand the Miranda warning. But then again, I don't understand why they even entertained the whole back and forth between Miss Bangs, Karen, blue shirt lady, and this guy. So
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, want to be appointed to represent you before questioning. If you desire to answer your questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering any time and speak with a lawyer. You may use any of these rights at any time during the interview. Do you understand the rights?
FAFO gets it.
Sure. What's going on?
Okay. Are you okay answering a couple questions for me?
Bro, do you need any more consent, dog? Like,
Okay. All right, man. So,
Can I please get out the car?
no, I'm gonna have you sit right there, okay? Because I'm not finished with everything. All right,
What's
bud?
going on?
So, look.
So it's just for
fun.
So
to keep him hanging out there while they investigate?
Throw money for Josh to be humbled.
All right.
Nathaniel, it's working.
So, look, man. I get here.
I'm
I hear
team
yell, right?
CT Warnham and go. I'm team that.
I get here.
Effing
I
man.
follow your truck.
Hell yeah.
I hear a yell.
whatever. I have nothing nice to say.
No. Did you go in the house? Yes or no?
I went up the stairs. I did not go in the house.
So you didn't enter the door?
No, sir.
Are you sure? Okay. So did you open
up and no one answered?
They going for burglary?
She was downstairs and we were talking.
Were you like trying to go in there to like fight somebody or like?
No, I was trying
they going for burglary here?
She was downstairs, so I went and followed her.
Your story more?
Yeah.
Like all right.
Dude.
Were we searching his car? For what?
So he is under arrest. Or did he consent?
Okay. Is there?
That's a broken CBD pen. It's my mom. I don't even smoke that. It's broken. It's not even smokable.
It's testing positive for THC.
Okay, it's not even smokable.
Okay, but.
So he's taking him for the vape?
Thank you.
You're gonna get jail. Leave my truck here.
I don't know about this one, dog.
This is weird.
What's that, buddy?
I mean, THC is a felony in a lot of places.
Nick, am I gonna? That'd be a very.
Oh, shit. Nathaniel gets it.
Come on, dude.
This is a weird investigation, dog.
Spray me, pussy.
Sure, buddy.
Why is
he definitely didn't go there to fight anybody.
Why is he cuffed to the front? I guess he was detained.
Yeah, because he wasn't arrested until he was, and then just.
I guess he got him for
the vape pen.
But if he didn't have like another charge, why is he searching the car?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if like the dude consented and said, "Search my car" or something.
Yes, yeah.
And he did say earlier, like, "Search me." Oh,
how did he get out of the car? I don't know.
Did he break the window?
I guess
with his face.
If he's kicking hard enough to break a window, like, what are we doing, dog? I wonder if this is FPO. Is this field training?
Mother.
He just MF'd him.
Over a vape pen? Y'all want it? Y'all want it? Y'all can't fight. You ain't tough. Pussy, come on. Y'all can fight over a vape.
So now you're going to have to undo his cuffs to cuff him to the back.
Got my legs, come on.
This is going to be annoying.
Come on there. This thing doing shit over a vape pen. Yo. Let's go ahead and assume he's going to fight. Get the pepper spray. Let's go ahead and assume he's
Why are we pepper spraying him?
Here and then put.
Or is he saying to pepper spray me?
Let go.
You're going to have to undo the cuffs now because you cuffed him to the front like a loser.
That hurts.
Yeah, it is.
Side. Y'all just doing your left.
Oh yeah, I'm done with this. This whole thing is stupid. He's stupid. The cop's kind of weird.
Wait, read the description. Oh, I was gonna say, read the description and see like.
Those charges are getting kicked because that was the worst investigation. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's up there. It's top 10 easy.
I just wanted to see like what the first reason that he thought.
Just based on his line of questioning, he was saying, "Did you enter the premises?" And it's like, I guess he doesn't live there, and maybe he was going for criminal trespass, but like he would have had to get that they wanted to press charges for it. They would have had to like put that like he was trying to assault somebody or commit another offense to get like burglary, like of like a domicile or whatever. This is weird, dude. The whole thing's weird. I'm done with that. This is 4 minutes. Pam gets it. Hey, Blazing Powers. -1,000 for vehicle damage. Yeah, the use of force report's gonna be Effing Mint gets it. That was pretty bad. That was a very bad investigation.
And what can I do for you?
It shouldn't have even gone to that because he should have been like, "Do you live here? No. Are you coming here to do anything? No. Okay, then get the fuck out of here." Like, wait for a little bit, make sure he's gone, call it a day.
What can I do for you? Sergeant Fortunato. Nice to meet you. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you.
This guy's wearing a badge as a private investigator. This hurts me. Nothing good's coming out of this interaction. Oh, goodness.
Hey, don't you dare judge. I have my little sheriff's badge.
Do you wear it around your neck or on a head?
Yes, when I am out doing cameraman things.
Bro, nothing good's coming out of this. Yeah.
To get into employee-only areas.
Yeah. Also, Mirandizing someone that you're only detaining. Dumb.
Down at the bottom right across the street.
That was I was not happy about that. We were doing so well today.
Yes, if you go straight down, and it's the last apartment right before you get to the red light. So
I patrol, I help. At any time y'all come in, or if I hear anything, I try to be aware and be very respectable and have everybody respect, because that plus that there's drugs and stuff that goes on. So I kind of really be aware of what's going on. So the last couple of nights, I come in late from work. I patrol.
Skip wasted time.
Properties around.
This
And
one's a skip.
Some nights I have emergency call, which I'm the head. I have to completely jump up out of my bed and go and handle business.
Bro gives me Patty Mayo vibes.
Told the officer, "Hey, brother, I have already put out.
Keith deputized me so I could wear the badge.
Wow.
These couple spots. I'm an officer for the property, so could y'all just please respect?" They come and they keep parking. I'm like, I asked y'all politely, so I left a note. So what they do, they turn around, bought a note, throw it at my door this morning. So two officers had came. Yeah. The way that they was very nonchalant, not professional. Very, okay, I don't care. You're not for the property. I said I am. I don't pay rent because I patrol the property. When y'all had fires up here, I was the one who ran up there and helped y'all. Brother, if you could see, this at night. This their building right over here. You're parking all.
This is over a parking violation? What?
All the way over here when there's completely open spots.
Oh, he's got pictures, though.
Officer came and told them, start laughing. I don't care. Yeah, just park wherever you please to. He don't run that thing. Brother, I'm not saying that. It's the whole profession. We are officers.
You know what? I see more than one next. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it and run with it because this is already... I'm going to give you guys my story from about a bounty hunter that I probably got sued. Like, I probably helped that guy get sued. It was my Christmas Eve arrestee that I let go because it was a bad call. It was just... It was one of these guys doing way too much, being way too extra, and like hurting somebody, and it was a whole thing. Unless you are paid by the city to go and do stuff on behalf of the public, and you take an oath, and you go through an academy, and you have a judge and a jurisdiction that asks you to do stuff on behalf of society, you have no more authority than anybody else to do anything. That's my short sentence for that. I'm gonna get mad. I'm already mad.
12 Honda was spotted speeding down the highway recklessly, passing cars on solid yellow lines and narrowly avoiding head-on crashes in Flagler County, Florida. Deputy tried to follow Honda but quickly lost sight of him, advising of the situation on the radio.
Get Derek's brother.
Officer reported seeing the Honda going 90 in a 45.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, you're stopping that. Yeah, you're going to stop that. And a Honda, too, dog. Like, you need to calm down. I'd overtake that. Jeremy DeWitt. That guy go to prison?
I believe so.
I bet $5.
He had a ton of cases against them, dude.
This is the beginning of the end for the Strand. Shout out to this guy. Big win for getting over. I love that person. This guy in the trike gets a big L. He could have gotten over more. Don't do it. Oh, he stopped.
Maybe I can't handle grass.
Maybe. Hey, at least he stopped.
Did you see where?
Oh, it didn't stop.
Did y'all see where he went?
Asking for directions?
You see that guy coming down? Yeah. Straight ahead.
There's the trike.
Okay. 111 Blair.
I love y'all so much. This chat's out of control.
High rate of speed going towards Flagler Beach. He's going to be 1031. I lost visual. Alert the beach units.
The beach units. This is where you say, show me overtaking. Which means driving very, very fast. He needs to put a siren on. Put your siren on. Overtake.
It came by me while I was northbound.
He's trying to sneak up on him.
Nah, dog. Put the lights and sirens on. Go and get him. You say you're overtaking.
Shortly afterward, passing a stopped car at the intersection, crashed head-on with a vehicle that was in the opposite lane of travel.
Oh, he got in an accident. My guy. Give me body cam. Oof.
Oh, wow. Hell yeah, bystanders.
Can you please? I need to lay back, please.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I have little to no sympathy. I'm going to say I'm like glad this guy got hurt. I can say that.
We'll get that.
We're deep enough in the stream that we can get away with it.
Yeah.
His pain brings me joy.
Oh, yeah, for like 5 miles.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
I can't breathe. Help me.
You can speak, you can breathe.
Help me.
You got like blood right there.
His face. This bystander's face cracks me up.
Yeah, so I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah,
Just
you want
this up. Thank you.
I'm in so much fucking pain. Help me. Please, God. Help me.
Yeah,
I hope the other people are okay. That or hit like an F-350 with a steel bumper.
That would definitely do that to your car. Especially a little Honda.
I'm in so much pain. I didn't mean to do anything. I'm sorry. I was just trying to get home.
Who's occupant?
You'll get there in a couple weeks.
He got out. Yeah.
Well,
Shaken,
Joe.
but he seemed alright. Do you know who he is? Or?
Help me. It hurts. Help.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Dude, he came by me at North Ninth at
It was like.
So in this situation, you basically wait for paramedics.
We're not a medical
right?
professional. If anything,
because you could mess him up real bad.
Free medical advice for you guys that are out there. If you don't have to, like the car's not on fire, if you don't have an exigent reason to remove somebody from a car, don't. As Juan explained, they could potentially have vertebrae damage, like on their neck or their back, and moving them without a back support could cause more damage than it does help. You can paralyze somebody like that. So oftentimes you'll see medical will come in and they'll put a neck brace on them, and even a back brace if they can get away with it before removing them from the car. Just because once you damage your spinal cord, you're done.
Like, what was it?
Man, don't call me out like that.
Please, I've been the worst day of my life. Just pull the lever and let my back help me recline. Please, for the love of God. Just how do you guys want to work this?
The fire's gonna work it, Doug.
Yeah.
Hey. What? Hey, sir. Yeah, sir.
Did he pass out?
That's fire. It's fires, dude.
We're gonna need extrication.
It's gonna need extrication. He got all excited. I get to use tools. It might be an off-duty firefighter. That might make sense.
Oh yeah, he's got the fire rescue shirt.
Yeah. We need extrication.
Oh, it's got laminate on it.
Bro, even his car hates him. The glass breaker wasn't working.
Try it.
Is that what those pops were?
You got it? Okay, there you go. We got a door open over here.
I don't know that you're dragging him out that way.
Oh no.
He woke back up. Wonder if I search that bag, what would be in there? I have a strong guess.
My car was stopped at the crosswalk.
Oh man, he messed up a truck.
I think I closed it.
Oh, it's a Nissan truck. It'll be fine.
You alright? What's your name?
No loss there.
Look at the non-vegan shirt with the camo print.
That's it? You just get stuck?
Leo at high speed. He turned himself in at the Flagler County Jail 6 weeks after he was charged.
Oh, I just got charged for looting. Weak. Either way, we'll keep going. Not passed out. Sorry, guys. I saw us in the left home. Boyfriend tries to flee cops in girlfriend's car. Ooh. We get a PIT out of this. Start the chant. Mr. Hot.
Not glorified, pit that car. Not glorified, pit that car.
What's going on here?
Mr. Hot Water. Oh, is that the name of the channel?
Yeah, stop sticks. It's like the weakest stop
I don't know
sticks.
why I thought that was the name of the officer.
Oh, that was a nice pit.
Oh, look at that pit.
Bro.
That was good.
Look, it's a great view of this. This guy gets an A+ for camera usage here.
Yup.
Look at that. Kept it in frame.
Mm-hmm.
He got paid for that.
He followed it. Like,
hey,
hell
whoa,
yeah.
hey, chill with what you're pointing that gun at, dog. Hey, dude, look, crossfire, my guy. Get it together. Y'all are so easy to please.
Oh,
I was a fleet. He's getting written up.
Listen to him.
This audio.
Look at that hair.
Hey, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Hey, keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Put it down. Put it down.
Face that way. Face away from me. Crawl back. Crawl back.
He said ow.
Sir, my knees hurt. Good. Crawl back.
He said good.
Don't say good. Free advice. Nathaniel said I was wrong about the death of this tram. Paying on my tab. Forgive me, Angel One. Prophet John.
All right, so there's only $50 left to pay off your debt.
Oh my god. Negative 100 for old sheriff parking in the middle of the scene. Agreed. Don't boil it.
Nathaniel, you are forgiven.
You have been forgiven.
Cross your ankles.
Bro, this tattoo
was like 5 Hail Marys and
yeah, we'll call it
one
good.
Our Fathers.
We'll call it good. Mike. Y'all are out of control today. Good, my man has had enough.
Get up. Yes, sir.
He's mad because he's having to do paperwork. Acura's Katie's car.
Oh, he wrecked her car.
Wait, this is a fucking game?
No, I
Wait, you said she lived like 3 hours away?
I don't give a shit
That
about
sucks.
your shoes.
Get out
Get out of the car.
These guys get an A+ for officer presence here, dog.
Turn around. Walk back. Walk backwards. To me.
Bro, these memes are hilarious. Mr. Hotwater, you get an A+ for this video. Hey, let's search the car.
Rear passenger. Open the door from the outside.
Oh, there's another person in there. Bro, kids are the worst. Where's Angry Cops to make fun of us for the high-risk takedowns of cars? Manifold says, oh, plus 5,000 for officer presence. I agree. Christian Halsey! So I have a posted UK armed police chase video, if you can get it to me, Juan.
Was that the one with the 12 armed foreign cops? Because if so, I sent that to Josh specifically.
I'll go pull it. I'll pull it here.
Adrian.
Yeah, unless he added a new one. Let me check.
Is it okay if I look up your mom's phone number here? Yeah, that's okay. I can.
Is this all this is?
I've said that to kids on Call of Duty.
She can hear you.
Is it okay if I get your mom's phone number?
Like I said, you're not being charged with anything. I'm not for.
Oh my god. Juan, don't be proud of yourself. Don't be proud of
Hey,
yourself.
Bill does that to Whiskey every time he streams with
He
us.
does do that. Oh, there's nothing else to this. Okay, I'm done with this. Okay, hold on. Let me go find this.
Just go to jail.
You said it's, where is it at?
It's like, it should be right at the bottom.
That shows for officers react. Okay, this one? I got it. I got it. This one's for you, Christian. It was 9 minutes. And then F and Mint, since you're there, I'll honor yours as well. Oh, I gotta uncover our face or it won't get locked up. Officer presence forced me to pay. Manifold, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for monetizing the often unmonetizable stream. What is this guy
Put your hands in your wallet. Drop the money.
What is this guy doing? Perhaps, preferably sans Bill. Wow.
Oh, he wants an all dog stream. That's why.
What are we doing here?
Well, I don't want to watch dogs getting shot either.
No, I don't either. Does not bring me joy. My guy trying to get in a...
Y'all get us good videos of good dogs doing good things.
I'm good with that.
We'll watch that.
Oh, what happened here?
Successful canine videos.
Is he just chilling?
I guess so.
What is my guy doing?
Is he paying for something? Oh, ATM hacking, somebody said?
Oh.
Blazing? Well, he asked it. Maybe.
Maybe. He said ATM hacking. Oh, he's being apprehended now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're gonna get bodied.
Bumper
Oh,
car.
they shot his tire.
Oh,
bro, UK cops are wild. Bro, this guy's getting smoked. No, this guy's getting smoked. He's
yeah,
doing
no
that.
kidding, dude.
You need to be smoking this dude. He's like hit another cop with a car.
Mm-hmm.
He only survives this because UK cops are being soft about this. You don't hit somebody with a car. Whoa, the knees. Whoa, the knees. Y'all need to calm down. There was a bunch of dudes in this car.
Yeah.
Jeez. Good job on the apprehension, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about these knees and kicks. What are we doing here, dog? Y'all are wild. Y'all are
Well, they're not allowed to use the guns. They can only like shoot the tires. So
y'all are out here shooting tires and like fucking flying. Bro, half of y'all are getting written up for just shooting the tire, dog. Like, what are we doing here? That is wild. A lot of cops too, dog. Plain clothes. Y'all are wild. Bro.
if the title didn't say that this was cops, I would have thought this was like a cartel hit.
Dude, no kidding. I want to go back to that.
Straight up, dude.
It's like right here. This guy just straight up shotguns this tire.
Mm-hmm.
He's just waiting to get in there. Oh no, I missed it. This guy guns it. He almost made it.
Mm-hmm. And he goes, bam.
I don't know what these other guys. We apprehend cars with cars.
Mm-hmm.
He should have. To be honest, look at this. Look at right in the front of the car here. This should have been the demise. He like almost kills this cop.
Yeah, right there, that one.
That should have the driver.
He almost crushes him between the two cars.
Driver should have been dead there. To be honest, these guys are like very lucky. There's not like multiple hospital visits here.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Oh, that was worth it. That's crazy. Christian Halsey, thank you for that. This is effing mints. It's just an OIS, I guess. Should the tires shooting tires be
Is it chargeable in Texas?
The problem's going to be is you're taking lethal force against like an object, basically. It would be the same thing as like a warning shot. Like that's never going to be kosher. I don't know that you're getting charged per se. They might charge you with like discharge because like you'll lose qualified immunity because it's not going to be considered within policy. The T-back. I just saw the super chat. Nathaniel, thank you here.
Triton, that is base. They absolutely could have tased the tires, and I don't know why they didn't. I'm gonna pin that comment. A-cab.
He said A-cab. Thank you for the super chat. The problem's going to be is you're going to lose qualified immunity if the use of force is not inside of policy, and throwing warning shots and shooting out tires is likely not going to be in policy. Ironically, shooting the guy is going to be within policy, but not shooting the tire. And mostly because like you might skip most of that and you're sticking shrapnel or like ricochets into the other dude's ankles. If you're trying to stop the car by shooting the car, you should just be shooting the driver, to be honest. Yeah, FAFO kind of gets it. It's going to go under negligence. I don't know that you're going to charge for it per se, but I could definitely see it being a policy violation. Only troopers shoot tires in Texas. 1,000%. Now troopers play by completely different rules. They can yeah, they're doing entirely other things. They'll be the first ones to get like mech warriors and shit. Just I hate y'all. I guess that y'all doing some dumb shit. This chat. This is Nolans.
If you cuff the tires, the car can't move.
Exactly.
Use those leg restraint cuffs that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
I got it. I got a bunch of stuff too from the purse. I got the purse.
While searching the area. That's sketchy. Hiding in a bush. Yes, aim for the driver's seat.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh, hey, I got someone. Hey, put your hands up. All right,
No,
on the ground.
Draw down on this guy.
Lay down.
Draw down on this guy.
Lay down on it.
That's all sketchy. I'm getting my phone, bro.
Hey, drop the gun! Drop the fucking gun! Hey, stop it!
Golly. Decent reload. Let's get into shootings two-handed if we can. I do get it. He doesn't have a weapon-mounted light, so I understand him doing that. But it's not like your target's running, dog. You're gonna mag dump with a gun in your hand. If someone has a gun in their hand, you're telling them to put the gun down, and they don't do that immediately, you're completely justified in shooting that person. Free advice. Get on the radio. 10:30.
115. I got shots fired.
Yeah, there you go.
Suspect down.
You heard that car hauling it? That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's treated for his wounds. There you go. He got apprehended with a mag dump.
Yeah, he only got hit in the leg, so he got lucky.
Yeah, the second someone starts reaching, you just draw down and hold down on what you got. I would have also been team just chuck your flashlight at him or something stupid like that to distract him. But yeah, understand, and this happens a lot. We did some scenario training. This was one of my last in-services that I took in 2019. We did scenario training, and this was like VR scenario training. And we had a lot of manifold. Don't you 10-9 me in my own chat. But it was a lot of like shoot no shoot scenarios, and oftentimes within the first year to year and a half of being on patrol, a lot of those officers were very, very slow to decide that they were in a deadly force situation, that they needed to use deadly force. And even officers that like weren't on as busy a side of town, like they weren't getting into doing a lot of uses of force and stuff like that, took a long time to utilize force even once it was justified, versus either more experienced officers or officers that were doing stuff like apprehension all the time. They're like, this is a deadly threat, and they treated it like a deadly threat almost instantly. They said once you decided, the cops that decided to use deadly force did it incredibly quickly. When you get stuck in that in-between, you don't realize you're being presented with a deadly threat. It can be a problem. He's very lucky he didn't take that first round. That being said, at least he got to walk away from it. I asked my sergeant about tire cuffs.
He said that's what my body's for.
Oh my god.
True.
True. North, next street from Seneca.
I agree.
Your body is squishy and therefore absorbs the momentum of the car.
I do agree it's a stupid policy.
That's physics.
Yeah, but no, it looks like he stopped.
Yeah. I am also team weapon mounted lights there. If you're going to work at night, you should have a flashlight on your gun.
Continuing northbound Fort Milligan.
I'm going to get out with the passenger.
Just traffic charges up?
Yes, just traffic.
Young black man, air.
What's his name?
I don't know. We were just on a date. My keys are in the truck. My car keys are in his truck.
Okay.
2021 silver Hyundai registered at Ormond.
You don't know his name at all?
No,
you just went on a date with this dude. Do you have his number?
No.
How did you get a hold of him? How did he pick you up?
Sus.
What kind of
I
date?
drove my car here.
Whose car is that?
I don't know. I guess that's his. I'm not sure. I drove my car. I parked my car at the restaurant, but he has my keys.
And was it north
Okay.
on White?
Okay, so then he what? He just kicked you out of the
My
car?
keys and my purse in the car. I told him to stop and drop me off.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. A blanket on a date's a little sussy. Think that into what you will.
And that's when he started fleeing from us.
Yes, but I need my stuff.
Okay, well, can you get a hold of him?
No, I can't. He threw all his stuff.
Not blocked out.
My stuff is in the car.
Come on. You have a phone. You got a hold of this guy somehow.
I don't want to get involved.
I
Bet.
I wonder what kind of date this was. It's like a professional date.
We'll give her benefit of the doubt. Say blind date.
I'll say blind
Maybe
date.
she's
Oh,
dressing
you know
for
what?
his
You
name.
know what? Demontreal said blind date. You know what?
Yeah.
Benefit of the doubt, blind date. I'm here for it.
know you don't want to be involved, but your stuff's in there. You gonna complain about your stuff, or are you gonna help us out to get your stuff?
So I have seen people like under stress forget their own names, so it's fine.
And
that
true.
was just me pointing a camera at them, not even
that too.
Not even like
that too. That's fair.
Yeah. So
If
she might legit not remember it if he just met him.
Him like that. I don't want to get myself involved.
He's driving normal.
Tris.
All right, goodbye.
I love this guy.
Careful.
He said deuces.
Ooh, he's going to his baby mama's house.
You're good.
Hit the right. Where? Hey, get on the fucking ground! Get on the fucking face! Get on your face right now. Put your hands behind your back.
To get on your face.
Get on your face.
Wonder why he ran.
He's good.
I'm down.
He's good. Hey, don't. Come on, man. Let me put your handcuffs first.
I'm down.
All right, I know.
I'll give it an A- on handcuffing.
Yeah, polite handcuffing. I like it.
It's good. Nice, de-escalated the situation.
Roar! Get out
Is there another one? Oh.
Who do you know that's there? Who's this car? Y'all gonna grab cigarettes out of a car that you...
That's her calling him right now. You know it is. God, he knows, bro. He has spent time in the streets. I shout out to South Dallas, dog. He knows what's going on. We're calling him tomorrow. Oh my God. Oh, I love y'all. Y'all are spot on today, man.
You all don't know?
My bad.
She said, "My bad." She.
4-6 Central Pop Protect. You don't have it already.
To be fair, the streets be like that sometimes. They'll be like, what if there's anything in that car worth having? They'll just go in there and go. I've seen dumber stuff, like completely unrelated nonsense. We were in the middle of like doing a domestic and we left the door open. And we were like arresting people and we caught somebody in their house. Like, bro, what are you doing here? They're like, I just saw the door was open. And I was like, what? The streets be like that sometimes. That a Florida tag? This would be Florida.
That's simple. Why would you go into someone else's car?
Oh, he's sniffing now.
Huh? Hello?
Huh?
Why would you go in someone else's car?
She trying to get some cigarettes.
Yeah?
She didn't know who
You
that
understand
was.
I can arrest you for burglary?
How that's burglary?
I love this guy. I was about to say vehicle burglary.
She just went to a car. She didn't
You don't know whose car that is, right?
I don't know who car it is. She don't.
But y'all went into that car, right?
No, y'all. Don't even put me
Yeah,
on.
she did.
Okay. It's just a she just really even. She didn't really get in the car.
Like she goes, oh, don't put this on me. I'm just saying excuses.
I'm petty. I take that one. You don't know who it is? You just took cigarettes from a car that wasn't yours? To jail it is. I would. Set a precedence here. Scene security. You gotta put the line in the sand somewhere.
No, that's not even it.
I take her.
She ain't even really in the car. She went to get a cigarette out of there. She don't know the people.
Do you know what a burglary is?
No.
Unlawfully
Burglary is breaking
Hold
into
on.
somebody's
Hold on.
house.
That's fair.
Unlawfully entering or remaining in a vehicle
And
or
he
a
enti-
house.
I love this guy.
Correct. Right?
Okay, somebody just
went into someone else's car, right?
Right.
She said, dang, I need a cigarette bad. She want to go in there and see if there's a cigarette in there.
You got a cigarette?
Girl, you know his name.
Y'all could have asked me for a cigarette. I could have one.
Well, you got one?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, let's get it up then.
No, hold on.
Bro, the
What you mean,
streets,
hold up?
Because now that was just used in the crime. That was just only used in the crime. And not only that.
There ain't no resisting arrest. What you mean no resisting
But if she's smoking it, is that destruction of evidence?
They ran.
David says I want a cigarette.
We don't know who they is. The guy that ran or what.
Okay, so why would you go in someone else's car?
Alright. Don't be reaching for nothing.
I'm not. I'm a handcuff.
Any guns or knives or anything?
I ain't got nothing.
Needles?
I ain't got nothing.
Alright.
Gloves.
I have nothing.
Alright.
No gloves? Well, rub it all up on it with no gloves.
Nothing in your waistband?
I ain't got nothing.
Alright. You can sit up on this curb. You got a driver's license on?
This guy's a legend. Good police work, though. I'd have taken her, though. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not. You're not walking onto my crime scene. You gotta put a line in the sand, dog.
Fuck! Just take me, sir.
Just what?
He's just stress relieving. I'm here with the scream. I'm good with it.
You good? Well, let me know if you want to get it.
It's probably like I could use a cigarette.
Medical attention or nothing.
Left him in my car though.
Yeah.
Sir.
What's up, dude?
So ask him.
You want to get checked out by rescue?
Ask him if he wants to press charges for the vehicle burglary. Take her. I'm here for it, dog. Probably wouldn't. You do need a victim for the vehicle burglary, even though you on. It is a felony that you're on viewing, but you still need a victim.
Is that what you want?
Yes, sir.
Call medical.
3X 14 Central.
God, I love these guys.
Okay, do you want to stay like that? You want me to roll you onto your side?
I don't got no driver license.
Alright.
Bro, what is this chick doing?
What is Rich's?
This is
What's
girlfriend.
your first name?
Shamar.
Spell it. Shamar,
His
what's
baby
your middle
mama.
name?
I just see the case now. I said, damn, don't hit me already.
We pulled up next to him trying to get traffic. We saw the tent. No tent on the front windows. The window was rolled down. He looked right at us.
He fled from you?
Yeah. He looked right at us, and then he fled from Leahy. We like initiated the stop because we told him there was tent on it. We went ahead of him.
He fled from Leahy.
Yeah.
He from Leahy.
For 10.
Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't driving, sir.
Yeah,
The
I mean, you're
streets
right. No, technically, yeah. But Leahy stopped.
Yeah, I left the streets. They probably could use a little bit of that kind of policing.
Was that your old lady when you jumped out?
I wasn't driving, bro.
Okay. No, that's fine.
He said, was that your old lady? I love these guys.
This might be the moment she got my kid.
Nathaniel, you need to chill.
Which one?
The girl who was in a tank top, she walked off.
Okay. Maybe is that.
What are we doing on this invest?
Tell I can't move, but she got to come to me.
If it's she,
He's got a lot of females walking around. Like an army of females.
well, I'm not big.
I promise.
Y'all
No,
can
no.
hold him or something. She
Hold on, I ain't gonna run, bro.
What's going on, man? He ain't gonna do it.
Okay, I just want to talk to you. That's it, man. We're gonna talk.
What? What is going on here, dog? This seat security is atrocious. She's taking the meth and stuff off of him.
I know, man. It's okay, man. Shamar Richards, come here.
Get him in the car as soon as he's done running her.
So that is girlfriend. So you wouldn't have vehicle burglary. You wouldn't have vehicle
So he
burglary.
said that is his kid's mom.
So, it is
So I don't know
baby
if they're
mama. Okay.
still together or if it is just Yeah,
Memphis?
so he specifically said that's what it was.
Memphis, you
They also had
already
it in
know.
the subtitles.
You already know Memphis.
Which is that your car there? We'll go to your car over there.
I wonder if you had a warrant for it. Probably why you ran.
Why'd you run from me, man?
Put me on the rip call and copy the tag.
A little bit of weed, is that why? You guys suspended license or
You
something?
even saw me, man.
November Papa, November Mike 13.
You looked at me, you rolled your window down.
When I rolled the window down.
They're establishing knowingly and intentionally.
Yeah, but then why'd you
Good,
take off?
good investigation.
We were literally gonna measure your tent.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
And then give you like literally say, hey, your tent's illegal. Have a good night, Shamar. You just panic. You got a warrant, right? Right. So.
Can my baby mama get my money? They gonna put it. Listen. They gonna put it in my pocket. I ain't got my drugs. Okay. They gonna put it in my. She got my kid.
Who are you with?
I'd give the money.
That's what made you gotta ask for that. Who you drop off?
He's being cool.
Now we going.
I promote it.
Oh, I wanted to find out who dropped off. Hey.
Richards? Sean what?
Irving, IRVIN.
Oh, he failed the ID.
What's the name of the girl then?
Mad uncooperative.
I don't know her name.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can y'all not let her see that purse, please?
She ain't in that car. We got her out.
Bro, he said, can you not let her see that purse? Oh, I got another story time of when I had to take a cell phone because he's like, bro, you cannot give her that cell phone. He was like, you can break it if you have to, but she cannot take that cell phone. He had a second cell phone that was in his property that she was trying to take and unlock, and he was like, look, dog, she cannot have that. And I hooked it up and I took it.
She tried to get in the car. She got in the car and took a pack of cigarettes. We won't let anybody in that car.
That's a complicated mess.
Yeah,
man.
For real, because
I think you're more worried about that.
Bro.
First date with that girl?
Press burglary charges.
Your first date?
Then she can't get the purse.
Problem is if it's baby mama that shared property.
Damn.
She can get into that car if she needs to. You can control it for crime scene, but like technically she has access to it.
About to run for the police. you probably gonna get a second date, honestly. She'll be like, damn, that guy was cool as hell.
She didn't snitch, bro.
She said, I don't know that guy. I was like, how'd you get a hold of him? She said, oh, we came on a date. I was like, you don't have his number? No. I was like, Tinder? No. All right, you get it, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but
can y'all lose his handcuffs a little bit?
He's been cool.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I knew it. He failed the ID.
Damn.
So I knew he had to have failed the ID. I was like, he had to have had warrants. That's probably why he ran. Golly.
Was it cocaine or?
I miss the streets sometimes, dog.
Like you were driving.
I miss the streets.
Can't let you give anything out. People ruin nothing.
He was
So
cool.
maybe it's just his side chick trying to keep him from getting in trouble with baby mama.
Bro, I tell you what, a good side chick's got to be hard to find in these streets. Shout out to that guy.
She was ride or die.
She was ride or die, man. Do a solid and tow it. Oh my god. If I recruited for a police department, we would be the most shitbag dudes ever, but it would all be justified and within the confines of the law. Okay, here's also what not to do as a police officer.
Not record because it is violating their rights. They asked me to tell you that, okay?
I'm sorry, ma'am.
It's like you have rights, they have rights too.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
Hit her with the case law.
Oh, we have
Come on, Trey, I'll explain it in a
We're
second.
going to get a little bit more handled more into it. We're going to be wrapping
It up. What happened to the supervisor that was going to escalate things?
Bro, she called for a sergeant.
Snark.
Guarantee you that sergeant was like, whatever that unit is, call me. Walks over to the car, gives the call. This guy's videotaping me. He's like, where are you? On a sidewalk. Like, don't ever waste my time like that ever again. Hangs up.
Ma'am, can I please get...
Hey, Corpus Christi, PD, Keith, go get your boys.
Shout out.
Your name and badge number for the record?
You don't have to provide your name and badge number unless you're contacting them specifically, but it's never a bad idea.
Please be professional and give me your name and badge number. You threatened that...
Did you want my name and badge number?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I already gave it to you.
What's your name, public servant?
I don't know. What does that say?
He said, what's your name, public sir? He's so snarky. You don't have to interact with this guy at all. You could literally act like he doesn't exist.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I showed it to you like you asked.
How do you pronounce it, ma'am?
I said it 3 times.
You don't want to be professional?
I already
You don't really have to entertain this conversation. I don't know why she's entertaining this conversation.
am professional.
Okay, because I want you to imagine if a judge is watching this right now.
Which judge?
Any judge.
Which one?
From litigation.
Which one?
I want to talk about litigation.
But which one?
Let's talk about litigation.
Oh my gosh, Shafter, which one? This is a big deal.
There's no reason to
Is that
do
a
this.
Boston Legal reference?
Maybe, I don't know. But either way.
Shatner?
Don't do this. Don't interact with auditors. It's really stupid.
Yeah,
There's
make
zero reason
more
to do this.
generalized references, please, because very few people are going to remember that show.
I'll give you guys why I left policing at the end of the stream. We're almost there. I got 4 videos. We're getting there. This one's pretty top notch.
Radar, certified calibrated radar. It's a
It's a LiDAR.
no, you may not, and it's only because it's mounted in my vehicle, and I have a lot of sensitive stuff, both information on my computer and weapons and stuff in my vehicle.
Partner gaming, I agree 100%. To be fair, I wouldn't be mad if that guy rolls his ankle walking back, all proud of himself, getting the cell phone video. However, you are being held to a higher standard. Just please do not give these people stuff to post online. It's not hard. I had a bunch of both sovereign citizens, First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fifth Amendment auditors, the whole nine. I had tons of them. And you'll never see me with, they would start recording and get very disappointed when they didn't get anything good out of me. That's how you end up not getting on the internet.
I want to be a Third Amendment auditor.
Yes, absolutely. Hop on
You're quartering a soldier in your home. I'm a coming for you.
I'm a coming. This was pretty top notch.
All right, now be careful, because it's obviously. No, come over this side. This side. Let me put my window down for you. So if you notice right there, your top speed is after you passed me was 60, and as I was catching up with you, I locked in the speed.
Yeah, you could have been anybody. I wasn't going 60.
Well, the radar says otherwise.
Where are you going?
So
it cracks me up because this guy's like, oh, I'm going to do it. And he called his bluff and said, you know what? Come on and see it. Now you're knowingly and intentionally. Now, and what's crazy about that is, like, let's say you fight it and try to fight like the LiDAR machine and say that the LiDAR machine somehow do it. You'll get like the company's rep that'll come out and like sue the pants off of you for libel and all that kind of stuff. That's what you don't want to get in a civil litigation with, is like a company that is willing to sue you back. Don't do that. Anyways, top notch. He's like, you know what? I can safely make you see this radar and do it over court. Keith?
Here with who?
I'm not answering any questions.
You're not answering any questions.
Smart.
Cool. Can you sit down for me right there, real quick? Who else is in the house? Okay, that's cool. Sit down.
What did I do?
I think we've seen this one.
At this point. You need to sit down.
For what reason?
You need to sit down.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking.
Okay.
Sit
A couple
down.
weeks
That's all
ago.
we're asking. I'm not taking you to jail. Just putting handcuffs. I'm telling you to sit down.
For what reason?
Same way you're not answering questions, I don't have to answer anything you're asking.
You kind of have to articulate your PC while you're doing it. Technically, you don't have to explain to someone why you're arresting them. Like, that's what you're putting in your affidavit, so you better have a good reason. But in general, it's probably good practice to articulate what you're doing. If you know what you have, it's not going to change, right? So you can easily say, I'm investigating a crime XYZ. It's likely a domestic. Let's be honest, it's always a domestic. But just say that you can just go down the line. Don't get into this verbal back and forth. I'm detaining you for XYZ. You don't even have to justify it to them. It's like, that's my PC for why I'm doing all this kind of stuff. I'm controlling my crime scene. Yes, I can. Move on.
We're all on this. The same way you don't want to answer questions, give me a second. I'll answer what I want.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember this one because he kept saying, I'm not going to answer any questions. And he keeps talking, and I kept saying, like, shut up then.
Yeah.
No. So what am I being detained for? But I need to know what I'm being detained for. You said I was detained. I want to know what I'm being detained for.
There it is.
Okay, investigation.
Oh, there you go. See, look at that. Done. You don't have to talk to him anymore.
We're done, okay? Now can I finish?
Yeah, of course.
He literally came out.
Can I finish this donut?
He goes, I'm not answering any questions.
And that's illegal. And I'm being detained for that.
Did I say that?
But what am I being detained for?
I don't have to answer your questions.
If I'm being detained, you have to tell me.
No, I don't.
He's already explained it.
Can you move out of the way so my wife can park, please? Don't answer any questions.
Just pull up there and just park in the street.
You have an emergency vehicle. You're doing police conduct. You can park wherever you want, but don't block in an emergency vehicle or they'll tow your shit.
That's it, bro. Relax.
I'm relaxed.
You're not.
Oh, I am. You wouldn't be if you had 20 guys with guns in your house?
Their guns are not out.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What will you do if you see her? Don't answer any questions. Leave her alone.
We're not touching her.
No. Okay. Go in. Is she being detained? Stay. Now I'm still being.
You know what?
Record you guys. Go ahead.
Record away.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up. You shut the fuck up.
What are we doing here?
The cops walked away giggling, and then later he ran into some other cops.
Oh, nothing came out of that? That's so dumb. Anyways.
We watched the full video might have been 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it was basically just that. A bunch of that.
Don't get into verbal altercations with people. It's really stupid. You're not gonna do it.
Big waste of everybody's time. It just makes you look bad.
What's going on, Shady? So what am I hearing? Did you reach for your server weapon? Okay, it's the last one, and then we'll go to the after party. Shady, if you want, we're gonna play some 6 Days in Fallujah. I owe people stories, but I don't remember which one.
You all right?
You gotta tell them why you left policing.
No, I'll do that before we leave.
And also the bounty hunter thing, but that's for after party.
Damn, this looks a lot like a trailer park at my old department. Where was this?
Put that knife down.
Jacksonville? Okay, not my department.
You mind putting that knife down in your hand, sir?
My guy have a headlamp?
Yeah.
That's tactical as fuck.
Put that gun down, sir.
Dog.
He's mining.
If he's got a gun, you should have a gun. Let's
see. He had a knife.
Hey! Do not come. Step back. Step back. Step back. Step back.
Already getting shot.
It's not. All right. Put that gun down, bro. Put it down. I don't want to test it. Put it down.
Arson in progress. Bro, fire's there. Dog, you're smoking this guy. Yeah, we're smoking this guy.
That's a knife in his hand?
Okay. You have a deadly situation here, and there's only one solution, and I understand him trying to buy him as much time as he can, but if this guy decided to take his attention off of you and give it to the very helpless boys sitting in the red truck down the hallway here, or down the driveway, you have failed them by not controlling the scene. This is a deadly force situation. You got to treat it that way.
Put that knife down, I'm going to shoot you. Put that knife down, I'm going to shoot you.
Ooh.
What do you want?
They're making fire your backstop?
That's what I mean. Doesn't matter.
And that knife down, you chasing me. Hey.
Yep. 100% justified.
HQ it. Shot fire.
Yeah, I bet that hurts. That's why you don't run at cops.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay on the ground, sir. Stop moving. Stop moving. Get on your back.
Oh.
It's an airsoft gun. I get why he's not shooting anymore.
It's still, but yeah.
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 Good luck, though. I bet that hurts.
Get on your back.
Hey, shout out for handling it up. He can still get shot in the eye with this thing. I don't see him.
Oh, shit. Get on your back.
Hey, good hands on. Good job going hands on.
Give me your gun. Give me your gun. Give me your fucking gun. Give me your gun. Give me it. Give me it.
Get on your back.
Fuck that. I'm gonna get it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Do it. Fucking shoot me, bitch. Let's go. Bitch.
I don't get this guy. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. It says he's psychotic and he needs to be in a mental hospital.
Guess who can do that for him? Long term, at least. Family.
Or like go up and disarm him, or like fight him, or whatever you want to go do. Plenty of other instances instead of let me call the police and see what happens. Insert Phoenix weapon mounted light out of here. Hey, shout out to Phoenix. I had a Phoenix light on patrol.
I got you, ma'am.
Why didn't he shoot earlier? I have no idea. Shout out to this guy being braver than me. This guy's got bigger stones than I do. Out of smoke, that guy is super fast. Bro, could this guy more casually approach? This poor dude got in an OIS. Like, can you help?
He's fighting.
He's gonna start passing out here soon.
Put your hands behind your back.
He got a smoky in the leg there. Use gloves!
Give me your gun. Damn, my gloves are broken. That's right.
So the knife's legit deadly threat. The airsoft pistol, the guy was fucking ballsy to not shoot him once he started getting shot at some more with the airsoft pistol. But I hope I think the guy might have survived that. That looked very survivable. Medical attention, but no other injuries were reported. Shooting the suspect, 6 of whom died. Whoa. Oh, this is a different conversation.
Yeah, it's the sheriff offices.
Oh.
So that's the department has done not this one guy.
Yeah, don't run at law enforcement with weapons. It's a bad idea. If you're the family of said person that's running at law enforcement with knives, help them before. We got on the stumps earlier in the stream, but it's like there's so many things that fail before it gets to the cops having to intervene. If you
maybe don't procure BB guns for them, don't procure knives for them.
If you want to charge somebody for the injury or death of somebody that does suicide by police, it should be the people that claim that they care about him. Like literally the second you're like, I don't know why you did that. And you're like, murder charge for negligence, for not doing anything that person's entire life. Why I left policing. Policing in general became a very weird gray area. You can look at a la 2020, where policy started to become a lot more subjective. And that doesn't matter with who was in office, but there was a lot of weird shit going on with the way that they were leveraging law enforcement. But more so than that, I made a personal decision and decided that the way that the culture was moving forward, both in law enforcement and also within society, I had to ask myself if I was willing to die. And every single person that's still doing law enforcement has said, I am willing to die for this cause until the problem gets sorted out. And the problem is society sucks, right? I no longer felt like dying. It was that simple. And with that, you really cannot do the job effectively if you haven't put other people's lives before your own. I had finally met my limit of how many people I had to deal with that were shitbags that I didn't feel like were worth dying for. And I was like, you know what? Not worth it for me. And I didn't think it's fair to the people, still doing the job, but also the people that were depending on me to do the job to approach the job that way. You need an officer that's perfectly willing and able to put their life, and then by that I mean your life, ahead of their own. So I don't think that you can do the job effectively if you don't do that. So I made that personal decision for myself, which is why I left. I do miss it sometimes. I have a handful of times where I'll see some of this stuff and I consider the idea of going back, but I ask myself whether my values have changed. There were certain things, like I said, if it was a school shooting or if it was, a burglar or something like that, that I was fine with. They had to name the street after me for that. I feel like I could have died in peace knowing at least it was for a good cause. It was like the dope rips or the domestics or these calls, where you might end up in prison all because somebody else didn't give a shit and they decided to make it a you problem. It was how incredibly frequent law enforcement was being placed into these scenarios, which way outweighed the amount of times you got to go do what I would consider hero shit. And that's like, hey, you have like a very obvious victim, you have a very obvious suspect. Is a very clear-cut case of, hey, I get to go and I'm putting myself in harm's way, but like I can do it for a reason that I feel is justified. You can look into a lot of veterans that came out of like Iraq and Afghanistan, and you can see a lot of them now that were, some of them are 10 years removed from some of their deployments, and you can hear kind of what's coming out politically about how those things happened. And they said, well, when I went, it was a patriotic endeavor for me. I believed that my country needed me to step up, and I was willing to go put myself in harm's way because I believed in the reasons for doing it. If you come out and those things end up not being true, or again, in this instance, like you're not risking your life to go save some kid, you're risking your life because two people can't navigate interpersonal relationships. It's a shitty reason to die. It upsets me when I see officers that get hurt or injured just because of somebody else's mental health crisis and nobody else wants to save them. Or worse, they're left hung out to dry and people are burning down, houses and stuff like that because it's the cops' fault. Nobody else has to hold any level of onus of responsibility of why this thing turned out that way. And I really do have a lot of respect, and it did motivate me to continue to want to do this, to educate people. It's for that reason that I still do it. I feel like I owe it to cops that are still brave enough to go do the job correctly. But I also get upset because I see a lot of examples of, for one of two reasons, either it's poor training or poor recruiting or just the wrong people doing the job, that I think it's our responsibility as a collective, and I'll say this with like the law enforcement community, to call out when policing is being done poorly. Obviously it's a mixed bag here. We had the chick with the 4 dudes that ran, did an incredible job to absolutely slam dunked it on it. The investigation with the guy that fled with his Tinder date, leave it out, his side chick or whatever. Great policing, and I love commending that type of stuff. The Nashville shooting, all that kind of stuff. I like going and giving them the kudos when they need it. But oftentimes department policy, case law, And oftentimes just like recruiting standards are really screwing a lot of cops out of being safe. And also like the neighborhoods that they're trying to protect or the people they're trying to protect. It's just not, there's a lot of shitty misinformation and people making decisions on how this stuff's supposed to get done that shouldn't be. The more people we educate, the less likely it is to happen. So, oh, Brian P thanked us for doing a good job. That's right, Bill. I hope you watch this later and realize they're not thanking you. We put on the stream. I want to thank everybody that monetarily supported this stream. And there is a group of people that do it every single month, and that is part of our Patreon group. It is as little as $1 a month, and that gives you access to our Discord. Our Discord, where I will go hang out and give some story time stuff. I'm gonna give. What was the story? It's going to be...
Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter, guys. A great story. I'll get to show you guys that. I might even be able to pull up this guy's face. I might totally dox this guy. There was Bounty Hunter guy. Really a shit show of a story. And then we'll probably play some 6 Days in Fallujah. I've been having some fun with that recently. And then we'll see if Producer Juan comes and hangs out with us. Outside of that, I want to thank everybody else that came and hung out with us here. And for honestly all the people that are still out there holding the line. I think there's better people than me that still find it in themselves to go and do that for people. I really do admire that. That also goes to like nurses and stuff. There's like a shitty, like an ER nurse, that's a shitty environment to work in. But they still believe in the intrinsic value of being there for people when they're in a time of need. You'll see that also with like teachers. God bless fucking some teachers. Some teachers are kind of shitty, mostly because I went to public school my whole life and I experienced it. But you have a lot of people that like genuinely believe in like investing in youth. You'll see a lot of people in like nonprofits that are doing like the hard work. Social workers too. You'll get some that are absolute angels. And then you'll get people that just collect a paycheck and don't give a shit. So shout out to those people. They make our lives way better. They're taking the human suffering for us, and we should respect them for that. But until next time, thank you guys for hanging out with us. I don't think there's anything awful for me to go read here in the super chat.
No, it's just everybody saying awesome stream, which is nice.
Yeah. Mike, thank you for thanking me for leaving for not the paycheck. I did take a pay cut to leave. But no, like I said, I think the people that really deserve the kudos are the people that have stayed. They're better people than I am for the rest of forever. But at the same time, there's some people that have stayed for the very wrong reasons, and fuck those people. But anyways, until next time, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I'll see the rest of you guys in the OCFT.
Right.
Peace.
After party.
After party. Yes, for everyone else.